Alrighty, welcome to Beer League Fearless. We've got one rat, 4 enters taking on IQ Dead Zone. This is one rat, 4 enters, first time in the Beer League, so it should be pretty spicy. And we will see how it goes. I really hope my mic is picking up, and it is perfect. Let's add everyone in the Beer League. Alright, we've got a lot of bans thrown at None Ya Business. With the Fiddlesticks and the Udyr. Kassak's going to be the ban out for One Rat's jungle. Nefiri. Oh, okay, so everything's getting thrown at Nunya right now. Yasuo getting banned away from rat poisoning the mid laner for one rat 4 enters. And the final ban coming in for IQ, probably going toward mid. I don't know though. Maybe they're ready for a Kiana mid. We will see. Caitlyn gonna be banned away from Tom. Alright, Jinx, Standard, Beer League, ADC. Gonna be picked up first for Tom in the bot lane. What don't they play? So the mid laner plays a whole lot of Kiana. One of the best in North America, top 100. They apparently play Jinx.
Disgusting.
Oh, hello, Mr. Fusro. Thanks for joining.
And no Kiana ban?
No Kiana ban, but we are going to get a
They are
Smolder in
scared.
here. And a Yarvin. Something that both teams have been practicing. Do you need me to stream anything yet, or are you good for right now?
No, I'm good. I'm in the Twitch.
Okay.
I'm just doing Discord for audio.
Okay. I mean, once we get into game, I can also share the screen for that. Belveth going to be picked up.
IQ win predicted by Mr. Bucci.
Bucci doesn't
Shocking.
know
Shocking
anything.
stuff. Well, none of us know any of the people on this new team, so expect a lot of 1 IQ love in the chat.
You can't say none of us know nothing. Because I know something. I did a little bit of scouting. And there's a Kiana, my friend. Which means that Richie's been practicing something that can counter Kiana. Otherwise, why would you leave it up if that's his main?
Yeah, you know Richie thought about this long in advance. The question is Richie thinking about it in advance worth giving someone their one trick?
Yep. Poppy mid. It's glorious.
Yeah, there it is. He knew it was coming. He's ready for it.
Probably be for Super Noob and support. I just remember 2 seasons ago he had some sick nasty plays with Poppy. Although if Richie plays Poppy mid, that'd be kind of sweet.
Yeah, Poppy would not be bad here.
No, I mean
I don't hate it.
2 people dashing at you, so why not? Yuumi actually did get banned. Yuumi is played, I forget by whom, but it's definitely someone on that side. I forget if it's Trouble Lift, but I think it's also Killwolf who's currently going to be playing top lane. Irregardlessly, I'm glad Yumi's banned. And yes, I know irregardlessly is not a word.
Regardlessly, yeah. So you said Killwolf is going to be flexing to top?
Yes.
Why do we suspect that?
Because if you would have done your scouting ahead of time, like myself, you have known that in their few warm-up games, he's been playing top lane while Troublelift, their normal sub, has been playing support.
Oh.
Don't worry, there's a whole report coming in.
Today, huh?
There's a whole report.
Was not aware that they were subbing today.
They're rostered sub.
Yeah, I just didn't know that's who was playing.
And Lissandra banned away. Kind of annoying for Kiana and Belveth because they want to get in there and no one likes crowd control. And Orny Boy. Because tanks are fun. And Galio's going to be the final
Let's
ban.
see, who's on this 1 IQ team? Just IQ, not 1. Sorry, that was last season.
Just IQ. Richie might be locking in the TF.
Oh, I have been seeing a lot of TF lately.
Have you been?
Is TF good into Kiana though? That doesn't feel like a counter to me.
I don't know. I've never really played against it as a Kiana. I don't play TF because he's boring. Lulu gonna get picked up.
Disgusting, terrible champion.
Who?
Twisted Fate.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate that champion.
this is boring. Just
I mean,
auto-attacking.
I hate to vote down the IQ boys, but I kind of just want to see this guy go absolutely crazy on Kiana.
I do too. All right, there's our AP that we were looking for. Mordekaiser in the top lane. Let's see what Benson has to counter that. A little bit intrigued. Ruchi saying Richie's godlike on TF. Ooh, and a Rumble. I mean, the makings of this team are nice with Twisted Fate, Jarvan, Rumble, and then Smolder just stacking on everybody else.
Yeah,
Jarvan
I
ult,
do like the team comp.
Rumble ult.
I don't know how much I love Rumble into Mordekaiser. Doesn't seem terrible, but I would have liked to see a more aggressive hard counter. It's gonna be a pretty significant point mismatch in the top lane, so I'd like to see that lead pushed, but
Yeah, I think it's about 2-point difference.
well, you said it's Killwolf that's gonna be playing top, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Never mind. That's 4 point.
So
Yeah.
2.5 versus 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bigger of a difference.
I would expect IQ to be pushing a little bit harder than that. But I mean, they're higher point values for the most part across the board, other than obviously in the mid lane. So
other than mid jungle, I think most of them are 2-point, but bot should be pretty even. For the most part, and I feel like the side of IQ, just knowing Jubilee and Super Noob, they're not going to be trying to get all of the kills right away. It's a lot of scaling and do other stuff, and Super Noob does a great job of like roaming around the map. So looking for him to do some of that this game, maybe help Richie out a bit with a few cheesy ganks. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it's played out. I don't know if it's going to be one rat being Kiana shot calling the 4 inters, or what the whole game plan is.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, the IQ team, other than Poppy, is not super tanky. So a very fed Kiana could have a very big game here. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I just like fun champions. I like assassins. No one likes tanks or anything like that. At least as far as I know. But when have I ever been wrong? Probably never.
Yeah, I can't recall a time.
It doesn't make sense.
More of a dog person, huh?
Or we might be getting a tri-cast. Potentially. How much time do we have left? Should I get into the keys to victory? Do we need to take a gander at that? What are you thinking, Fusro?
I think I want to see some level 1 shenanigans.
Okay, so that means we will get into the keys to victory. Presented by Budweiser. Alright, do you want to take the first slide or the second slide?
I think the first one.
Alright, that's...
I like to lead the way.
Okay. We've got 1 rad, 4
Poison the
enters.
map? Wow.
Poison the map.
Highest rated player in the series. Get him on something like his one trick that he can gain a lead on mid and spread it around. Yeah, that tracks for me. Hope jungle doesn't suck. Emerald 2 versus Masters Peak in jungle. All right. I don't know if I have a lot of worries around that one. I think Emerald 2 is plenty. Masters is for chumps anyway. You ever seen the Pyroan versus Lynch Draco matchup?
I have.
It's not Masters favored. Last second swap. Kill Wolf support moving to the top lane, as you already pointed out. Trouble if their rostered sub is moving to support. We will see what happens. Yeah, I would update my keys to victory to win through top for 1 IQ or IQ. Sorry, I keep doing that.
Okay. And for IQ, we got the return of Richie. So after burning out from a long fall split, he took off season 11, focused on his career, and now he's going up against number 6 Kiana in North America. So I'm glad that we actually get to see that matchup, and it worked out for, just for this. We got the Super Jube bot lane. Should be the most even matchup based off the ratings alone. And like I said earlier, like I don't expect a lot of fighting, especially with Jubilee locking in the Smolder to start. But I'm not sure if their jungle's going to mind their business and come down bot for some ganks. And IQ Dead Zone is the only team that's actually capped out in the beer league this season, using up all 25.5 points. So let's hope that they don't embarrass the league and they don't lose to a bunch of newbies. So I think that's all I've got. So with that, we've got 2 minutes. So if you need to get a drink, get your snacks, get your popcorn ready, and we will be back in just a few
And
moments.
Who's
Yep.
our player of the week this week, Tyler?
It's the first week, Fusro.
I know at least one series that was already played, so
But they can't be the player of the week if the week hasn't concluded yet. It's kind of how the whole stuff works.
you got a lot of rules for this. My
I
friend.
do have rules. I'm a rule follower. Because without rules, it's anarchy. And if there's anarchy, that's not cool.
Amen to that. All right. We'll be back after this short intermission.
Also, I can't mute you and the desktop audio, so just zip it and we'll get in. Alright, that was actually a pretty good time for the song, because we should be loading up into the game shortly, but I'm assuming that there's a pause. So, great job, teams. but while I've got the pause going, I can look at champion mastery. We've got a lot of champion mastery here between mid and jungle. Over 1 million, 1.2 million mastery points between two players. It's always pretty nice to see.
Yeah, that looks like someone who has potentially played Kiana before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Empress of the Elements. Okay. Here we go. And we are on the Rift. I'm assuming that IQ has to fight or has to invade, right?
I have heard that it's a legal requirement for their team.
Yeah. But instead, they're just gonna 5-point.
You know what that means? It means they're afraid.
It means that they probably don't belong in the Fearless Beer League if they're afraid of just.
Oh, here we go. We got some clash coming topside.
30 seconds until
Oh
minions
shoot!
spawn.
Do I have to share in Discord or?
Only if you want me to be on the same time as you are.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
We have at least one salami fan in the chat,
We've
though.
got one big salami fan.
Big salami guy.
Oh, he's a big fan of Suck My Salami. Gotcha. The player. The player.
Correct. Yeah. Yes.
Not
that
the
is
action
accurate.
itself. As far as I know.
It
As far
could
as I
be
know.
either way.
Alright, both teams getting some wards down, but both of them do get spotted out, so I believe both teams know where each jungler is going to be starting.
Yep. Standard looking clears for both, it appears.
Yeah.
Looks like Nunya is of the who needs a health pot variety. And he's smiting raptors. Okay. So perhaps some shenanigans coming out of Mr. Nunya business. Starting raptors into what I assume is going to be a blue into bot. Not sure why he would go raptors and not just red buff then. But alright, fair enough.
I think since my assumption is just he's going to be, since Belveth's going to be moving toward top, that maybe Jarvan's going to want to do that as well. And kind of just leave bot on the island.
He's going to be ganking bot here, but since he did it this way, I mean, he's going to still have to clear blue and Gromp to get 3 before he ganks bot, but now he doesn't have a red buff, so it's just an interesting choice. Not one I've seen before. He should be dropping down to gank now. He's got under half health and no pot.
Who needs a
For a
pot?
level 3 gank. This is
Who needs a pot when you can waste time?
yeah, I'm really confused what we're watching here so far. Kiana already popping off just a little bit in the mid lane, and now Mr. Nunya Business is gonna walk back and continue to clear. And he will finish topside with Belveth, but approximately 35 seconds behind her.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously Belveth isn't going to know that that was Jarvan's pathing because Jarvan was not spotted out anywhere. But might just be confused as to why Jarvan's not showing up at any crab.
Yeah. Belveth is spotted out on a ward topside. She's clearing that, and she is walking up. Looks like they're trying to get a little bit of something going with Belveth hovering and Jarvan hovering as well, but Belveth's going to get the crab. Jarvan down a level, has to go get golems. Now Belveth is coming up. We should see a little clash here.
Just a protective recall.
Bot side's just farming away. Smoldered down by about a wave already. Not ideal.
Not ideal, but
We're
Smolder. Oh,
finally getting that Jarvan gank coming in. Probably will get the Mordekaiser flash here, but I can't imagine they'll get much more than that.
I don't even know if it needed to get the flash.
Unfortunately. Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
yes,
if he
you get knocked
sidestepped
up,
the E
but
time, but
Like,
I think if the Jarvan flag drag hit him, it may have been a little more problematic. Definitely could have waited a minute to see if he needed it.
yeah, just because like if he's taking the recall regardless, I think save the flash
Agreed.
and
Agreed.
walking back to lane
Use your
too.
health. It's a. Yeah. Well, Bloodless up to the first 5 minutes. Definitely not living up to the hype of my expectations so far, but we'll hope that changes. I think as soon as we see this Kiana get 1 kill, this game's gonna get spicy quickly. So
Yeah,
it does look like Mordekaiser is gonna be in a tough spot early on, but he is just doing Mordekaiser things as well. So
I don't know. I think IQ's doing a really good job of just getting wards down in Bel'Veth's jungle or in her area. They spotted her on the first Raptor change and then up top
Yep,
after her
they're
first
definitely-
clear.
they're playing carefully. It looks like Jarvan's dropping down for a bot gank here. They are concerned about being spotted. There is no ward
TF
there,
does
but they
have his
don't
ult
know
as
that.
well.
Yeah, and but as soon as TF drops down, see their backline's gonna drop back because they see that he's missing, making it a little bit tough for Jarvan to get anything going.
Ooh,
and
first
a
blood.
big 1v1 first blood, taking down the Mordekaiser. And here we see a little all in from our friend Kiana, but it doesn't look like she has enough to finish it.
She does have ult available, but I don't think Twisted Fate was really close enough to a wall, and Electrocute was procced. What's the point? Smolder kind of caught up in CS though, so it's a good thing if you're an IQ fan and a friend of the Jubilee. He's not very wide just yet. He is sitting at 42 stacks though. Bel'Veth is power clearing though, like she's taking up some camps up top. So Nunya wasting his time on the first clear, really. Gonna put this Bel'Veth ahead a little bit.
Mordekaiser's already popped ult.
He did pop the ult, and I don't think the Rumble knows.
Yeah, he does
Bel'Veth
not
is
know
here.
that he's
Use
gonna
the flash,
Bel'Veth
but
come in.
avoids the
Oh,
knockup.
Good footwork. Good. Oh my goodness. That was
Twisted Fate ultimate coming through. Gold card kill.
Yeah, nice ult from TF. Some questionable skill shots there from Team Rats.
I mean,
Free heal, come turn it around, make it a 1-for-1. Get some lane prio, and it looks like Rumble will respond by running mid. Kiana spotted out on a pink. Jarvan hovering, but he's level 5 versus her 7. Oh, and he is getting trucked.
it is, but we got the Poppy in
Super
there
Duke
just in
luck
time.
with the exhaust though. And she will ult out Bel'Veth, and now Benson may be able to come
he
clean
still
it up.
has the equalizer with his ult, but doesn't want to drop it just
Yeah,
yet.
they did get the flash out of the Kiana, so it's good there. She did ignite and ult there as well, so she's not gonna be huge on kill pressure for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mr. Super Noob definitely coming in clutch with the exhaust to save Nunya.
He knows what he's doing. That's what I was saying. Like, look for him to roam. I feel like he's one of the few supports in Beer League that actually roams pretty early on. But now we've got Treble Lift roaming as well, getting some decent vision down for this Bel'Veth. But
Oh, and Rumble is just cooking this Mordekaiser out of lane now. He says, "I know I am in charge."
alright, Kiana still has a while on her ultimate.
Quite a bit of posturing around this dragon. Super Noob getting chased, but now this Jinx is in a tough spot as well. Looks like Jubilee will let her just walk out.
Just back to clearing camps
Everyone
first. Looks like
tends to
Bel'Veth.
just back off again.
Yeah, I think Bel'Veth's
Bel'Veth-
like, hey, I want to go grubs, get my passive stuff
Yeah, looking
rolling.
to prioritize the grubs, but also with the disadvantage in the top lane, grubs is definitely not free. Rumble has a lot of ability to AoE and interrupt that, and it looks like he will drop down to check it out right now.
Nope.
Now he's going to get
He's gonna go to
immediately
Brazil.
ulted by the Mordekaiser.
All right, Killwolf, get off the Rumble ultimate, please.
And
But I mean, he
knows
could
that
at
the
least
Bel'Veth's
delay.
rotating up. Yeah, he's just buying time for his team. They know exactly what's going on here. Good rotation by IQ to go and immediately take the dragon when they see the pressure. And well played by Mr. Benson, which apparently is what I have to call him now.
No, that's what you have to call
To
him now?
know without vision that the Bel'Veth is there and not follow into that Mordekaiser 1v1.
I didn't know you had to call him Mr. Benson.
Well, so people know who he is.
I mean,
It's
couldn't
his
you
name
just call him
in
Benson?
game now. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't mean the Mr. I meant the Benson part.
Oh, okay, okay.
Bel'Veth still, though, farming it up. Actually, 1 CS behind the Jarvan at this point, but she did just take 2 of his camps.
Then
And she is looking for him on the crossover. Nunya walking up to his red buff. Bel'Veth's going to spot him here. Let's see if she takes the fight, and she will.
he also doesn't have his flag drag to get out, so he's going to be forced to use that
I
flash.
Yeah. A free flash from Mr. Jarvan.
Um,
Bel'Veth is in a strong position here, but we do see TF rotating up, drops a ward. He is sitting on his ultimate, and he will use it, and they're going to just take the Mordekaiser gank. They know his ult is not up.
but
And
they get
he'll
the
flash out as well, and get saved by the Bel'Veth intervention.
Yeah. So you commented on how Bel'Veth was down by like 1 CS earlier, but what we didn't realize or notice is that both her camps are still up. Like,
oh yeah,
she just took
she's got
everything
both
from
quads
Nunya.
to fully take, yeah. Yeah, she's in a good position here, and on Bel'Veth, that's what you want to do. I mean, the faster you get to endgame, the better. So
Alright, we
she
got
will come up for a
opposite
gank
side
here
ganks.
on Benson. Oh, we're going to have to
I'm going to
rewind
assume
this
Benson's going down one way or another. Doesn't have
Yeah,
flash,
he's
doesn't have
kiting
any way
into
to get
turret,
out.
so I think he's cooked.
So I'm going to go back down bot. Mom got called in. Wasn't enough. Lulu. Wild growth coming in. Nunya's going to live, but Super Noob
Super Noob will go down in
can
return.
die.
Yep.
Trouble lift.
This
Getting
is going to
that
be a
kill.
big push, though. This might
Well,
be an
but we've
entire
also got
first
some fun
turret.
here. We've got rat poisoning coming in.
Oh, here comes the Kiana. She says, I'll do anything.
She's got her
Give me my first
supreme
kill.
display of talent.
Oh,
She wants
and
it.
an immediate flash out from Mr. Jubilee and the barrier. Will he
He's gonna
still go
live.
down? No, he lives.
Alright, great cover.
Oh, and it's a tough day to be a top 100 Kiana, isn't it?
Is. But one thing to note is that with the kill on the Rumble, or no, never mind. It's actually red side that gets the 3 kills first.
And Rumble will go down immediately again here. He will. Oh, I may stand corrected. There it is. All right. He does take the Mordekaiser with him before dying, but this Bel'Veth is in a great position. Oh, to take 2 tower shots.
I mean,
Sure.
she's going to be back
Yeah,
and
she
taking
gets-
some plates, but she's
It's
at
her form. Fair enough. But
32
Jarvan
things.
is responding up here. It looks
Yeah.
like he is going to try to take the 1v1. And if he doesn't, this tower goes down. So I think that's a good choice. Bel'Veth is up a level, but down quite a bit of health.
Yeah. I mean, she's probably got item in base. 2,300, so.
Yeah, definitely.
All good there. Rod of Ages got 2 minutes on it for Twist of Fate, so 7 more now. I don't know. Got a nice fancy little level up.
Yeah, both teams playing very kind of carefully and conservatively, though. Clearly some respect on both sides that everybody's trying very hard to not make a misstep.
Is that what you enjoy, or do you prefer people trying to make...
Oh no, I want a
Plays.
fiesta. I want to see this Kiana have 30 kills.
That's a lot of kills.
That's the number of kills I would like to see. That is my
Why
preference.
30? Why not 31?
I mean, 31 would be fine as well.
Yeah, no, but
I would
you
accept that.
said you want to see 30.
It's just I picked a big number. I mean, I'm 30. I wanted 30 kills. It works.
Both junglers heading toward the bot side. Zoom out a little bit. Twist of Fate's also going to be coming in with his ultimate. Mom's getting called as
Beautiful
well.
TF ult.
Wild
and they will
growth.
have just enough to finish off the Jinx.
Good enough.
I don't know if I say just enough. The Poppy yoinking her right back into the entire team probably sealed that one. Belveth pushing up, clearing this pink. I don't know if I love the idea of face checking into a 3v4 for this dragon though. Jinx will be back up in time to get to the dragon, so definitely not a freebie for the side of IQ, but they do have position. Looks like everyone content to just reset for now. And Team Rats does have vision, so IQ pulling the dragon. They
Right.
are seen. Looks like Belveth is deciding to just trade for a Rift
Yeah.
Herald.
She's gonna be spotted
Team
up there
Rats
as well. Or
Says Rift wins games.
try and get a kill onto Benson. Benson does not have flash in the top lane. He does have fancy feet, but it's not gonna work.
Not quite fancy enough, and the Kiana will finally get on the board.
But as Renton said
Oh,
in the
no!
chat, the Benson burner.
Oh, the greed.
Gonna
The
take down the
absolute
Salami.
greed, going for the Belveth passive and ending up just standing in the Rumble ultimate until her death.
Poppy with the dash
Big
in.
dive here. Should
The
be a double
Cataclysm.
kill easily, yes. A clean dive from IQ. That's what you like to see. That'll be their first dragon. 2 more kills.
Wait, did Jinx
Slight
steal?
gold lead.
Jinx stole the dragon.
Did I miss that? I was gonna say, I swear they took the first dragon. Wow. Alright, well what a play by Mr. Tom, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
sad we missed it. You wanna back it up? Can we
Nope.
see this steal?
I don't do that. I'm not slamming right jack. I have
There's only one king
morals.
of the casters. Fair enough. But yeah, Tom, the Rats ADC, looks like he got a nice little dragon steal in there from a 4-man IQ squad. So there you go. See, Masters junglers, they ain't shit. What are you gonna do?
I mean, it as you know, as most people do. Like it's difficult to smite stuff.
True. Very accurate.
Like even if the other team doesn't have smite, sometimes you still lose the smite fights. It's
I got one yesterday with a Pantheon Q over the wall,
see?
blind with no vision. You know,
Maybe you should
sometimes
just do that more often. All right, Suck My Salami's
I
going in
should.
onto Benson, but Nunya's in here like it's his business. Tom's gonna miss with the Super Mega Death Rocket
Suck
and
my
Kill Wolf.
Salami with a clean dash out. Kill Wolf ults. Nunya flashes to the other side of the wall.
Mom gets called
and
in.
he's gonna come out in a whole lot of trouble.
But there's a big
Oh,
wild
but a
growth coming in as
huge
well.
Lulu ult.
Poppy says goodbye. Oh, not yet. Ooh, good dash over the wall by
Goodness.
Salami. And meanwhile on the bot side,
Holy
rat poisoning
Incredible
just
that no one on the Rats
getting
went
some
down
CS.
from that one. Kiana getting a little tower push.
I mean, this game's pretty even. 600 gold difference, that's like nothing at all.
Yeah, it could definitely go either way still.
18 minutes in, and Feats have. Oh, wait, Feats went to the blue team. I didn't even realize that.
Yep, 3 kills in first tower top.
I didn't know they were the first of 3 kills.
Yes, indeed. And the
Or was it-
Velvet.
No, it was 3 objectives. They got Herald.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's what it
You're
is.
right.
That's what it was.
They're using that Herald. And this could be a little bit dangerous for Team Rats.
See, yeah,
Oh, Kiana is in there.
it's not going to
Oh,
be great. But we do have the TP coming in from Mordekaiser. You can't take anyone in Brazil
very in
just
there.
yet,
Oh
but
my god, and she somehow walks out of that?
that's called, you know, having a
I mean-
very supportive jungler.
That was, yeah, that was something.
And
The
he-
immediate gold card to the face with the Jarvan ult and then the Poppy ult to buffer after it. and the blocked dash, and she still gets out.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kiana might owe Belveth a suck of the salami for that. I don't know.
Yeah, a little salami action is definitely warranted after that one.
What are your thoughts on Kiana going hubris first?
It's in the name, isn't it?
Yes, but what are your thoughts? It's a good idea, bad idea?
I think it is hubris, and it is completely warranted. If I was the top 100 Kiana in North America, I'd be building that shit too.
Yeah. There
At
we
the
go.
end of the day, the key to victory says get Kiana fed. So one way or another, she's got to go all in for the big items.
All right, Smolder about 30 stacks away from being a big dragon, just like
Both
this Infernal
teams-
Drake.
5 stacking. It looks like IQ will turn and take the tower.
Yeah, I think that makes
And
sense.
Rats is
like,
immediately starting the dragon, but
it's
they
free dragon.
should burn it before IQ can get in position.
Yeah, I don't think that they're looking to try and steal. I think it's just trade of objectives and start prepping for Atacon, possibly.
It does look that way. It doesn't look like anyone from IQ is really hovering Atacon, but
But
we
Tom
do see
didn't
the
know
Jinx
that.
Rock to
Yeah.
contest it. Tom going for his second stolen objective of the match.
Freaking MySpace Tom over here.
I believe that's his profile picture too, isn't it?
It might be.
I think it is.
Alright. And the Rats are going to war. Twist of Fate's on his
they're
recall.
Burning this Otacon.
Alright, it's gonna be way
IQ
too
is
late
moving,
for
but
this
they're
show.
not going to be fast enough.
Trouble lift on the recall. Not gonna get interrupted.
And that is actually very big for Team Rats. Quickly going from 0 dragons to 2 plus an Otacon is definitely not a bad thing.
No, it's not
Keeping
bad
in
at
mind
all.
that they gave pressure on early dragons to get both Grubs and Rift Herald, so to now be in a commanding position on dragons themselves, I think the game is looking very good for them right now. 1.4k gold difference to the favor of IQ, but
And that's
that,
mainly just on Twist of Fate. So
well, and the input of dragons is not quantified in gold, so I would call this a very even game, and I'm starting to feel a little Rats favored. Maybe I'm biased because I want to see Kiana go crazy, but I'm still hopeful.
yeah, Smolder Stack Stone G are currently at 205. So almost there to be an Elder Dragon, a light version of Elder Dragon. But should get there
Yeah, that is a
relatively soon.
pretty good stack rate too on Smolder. I mean, he's only level 12 at the moment, so doing
Yeah.
well. Oh, and he is spotted by Suck My Salami as he comes over to pick up that red buff. Does not step up as far as Mr. Salami would like, apparently. It looks like both teams are going to start to merge on the mid lane.
Oh, we might get a pick here.
Might
No.
see a fight here.
Benson's recalling. Not gonna walk to mid. This is a very patient Belveth.
Yeah. Patient or napping, one of the two.
No, they were waiting for the Rumble to walk up into lane, pick him off, and here we go. We're gonna have the same thing on this next wave. So I'm gonna go up here because
Here
this.
comes the patience is paying off. Oh
we'll
my
see if it
goodness.
pays off.
This is some true and complete scumbag behavior. And I am here for it.
Doesn't get the knockup.
Oh, Benson with the fancy feet. Mordekaiser is here.
Oh,
Both flashing.
Salami.
The Mordekaiser's ult.
gonna burn
Oh, and
down.
the Salami still goes down. This is insane. Oh my god. And this is the top diff
Oh.
that I said that we
kill,
needed.
got
for
a kill
IQ.
though. I don't know if he's gonna be able to
Yeah,
kill
but
anything else here,
Mordekaiser
but
gets
Jubilee
cooked here.
gets 223 stacks on that.
I would love for Smolder to stay top right now and just take this
Just
tower.
collect that
Like,
wave and tower.
Why are we leaving this T1 up for so long? Rat poisoning, taking a T2 in the bot. Good play to get some gold on Kiana while their top jungle dies in the top lane. And Jarvan just ran literally from top to bottom of the map I mean, I get responding to the tower push, but IQ is leaving gold on the table right now. It's not what you want to be doing.
They're thinking, hey, we've got a 1.2k gold lead. I can leave as much gold as I want. Even though it's might not be the right call, but we've got a minute on Dragon. We've got 20 seconds on Baron. I don't know what the game call is going to be. Most of the vision for Rats is in the top side, but it's not really that deep. So
And IQ definitely has a lot of vision control on the map right now.
they do, but the one thing about the vision that I'm not a big fan of is like no team has wards on the other team side of the map until just now.
It's all defensive. Agreed.
Which, I mean, in this case is really important since...
Oh no, and Rat Poisoning is pulling the Baron during the TF ult.
I think it's
So
just
it's
a way
in
to
vision.
hopefully get someone to commit.
Yeah,
And
they're
maybe
just
Richie
trying
will
to
do
bait
something
someone in.
stupid, but luckily he didn't.
He did not.
Alright, Smolder is sitting at 241 stacks. So that means team fights get even more dangerous, especially with the Benson burner. And the
Rat
Jubilee.
Poisoning moving down for the Dragon.
Ooh, that knockup just missed. I'm gonna lower that a bit. Most flashes are up except for that of the top laners, so people can get out of anything that they need to.
In business on the backside, looking for an engage angle. Oh, he's gonna be up in the pit now.
Yeah, I'm looking for Kiana to use her all, but Twist Face trying to
Smolder
do whatever
ult.
he can to keep it from working.
There
Wild
is
Growth coming
a
in.
Kiana
Trouble
ult.
Lift should be following Smolder
Oh
getting
no. Oh,
none of
just
these kills.
disastrous play.
And that's a clean ace. Nobody
That is
died from
a-
IQ.
That is a clean ace from IQ, and they pick up the Dragon
And they get the
before,
5-man fist.
and they get the 5-man fist bump. Oh lord, it is looking doomed for the side of Rats now. And they will walk up and take a free Baron as well. Rumble should be able to get that T2 with the wave push he has if they finish
Yeah.
this Baron quickly.
I don't think he has to worry
Yeah.
for a Super Mega Death Rocket, but
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, both teams just kind of feeling each other out, waiting,
Oh.
waiting, and finally
Ooh.
Rats committed with the Kiana dive, but unfortunately they committed to not really much of anything.
where is Benson going? Traveling all the way around the map. Okay. All right, Baron in hand. Dragon in 4
Yeah.
minutes. So
That's a big swing. That's a 6K gold lead now. Equalize the Dragons. I mean, there still is, Grub buff and Otacon buff, but it's definitely a big swing for the side of IQ.
yeah, and I feel like they should be able to, if they want to, push on the side lanes because you have Jubilee mid with Super Noob. Nanyas, I'm assuming, should be near them as well. And maybe we'll get this top lane turret to fall. Rumble doesn't have teleport though. He has Ignite this game. So he's gonna have to waddle on down, roll on down to any team fight. But we're trying to get some flanks in.
Well, and unfortunately, this Mordekaiser is just not capable of 1v1ing the Rumble, which means the
Oh.
problem of
Which
no
means he might get
teleport on the
dove
side
right
of
here.
IQ is not quite so problematic. And it looks like all of IQ is rotating to gank Mr.
Oh.
Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser's
Rats
taking
is
a
responding.
quick trip.
He does have reheat and ult, but he's going to come out in the middle of 5 IQ players. Oh, and he'll flash out and get the Lulu ult. So he does live, but Rat's in a really
Twisted Fate ult
terrible
coming
position
through.
now as they get sieged. They have Baron buff. They've got Poppy helicoptering. I mean, this is still a very strong position for IQ. And unfortunately for Rats, they're really not been able to get anything going with this Kiana because it's just been team fights. And IQ has been very, very careful about not committing early to a team fight. not exposing any of their squishier members to a potential Kiana assassination. And that's exactly what they need to do. I'll grab another T2. Not the biggest Baron push of all time, but they're starting to chip away at them.
But I mean, before that Baron, they didn't have any turrets in that lane gone, so they go for it. You get a flash out from the Mordekaiser. So, I mean, next Dragon fight, he's not going to have flash. Not that that's, you know, not a Mordekaiser combo, but he can usually get onto people that he needs to.
Yeah.
But if you're Mordekaiser, like, in this next Dragon fight, who are you taking to Brazil with you? Are you...
I mean, it's
just-
either the jungler or whoever you can get on at that point, I guess.
Yeah, because, like, I know if it's a 50-50 one, you're obviously taking the jungle at, like, the last second, so he can't smite it. But
Yeah, but all of the carries from IQ are strong, can pump a lot of damage. I mean, obviously Smolder's going to have more in a sustained team fight than, you know, probably TF, but TF's got that Zhonya's. He's not a great ult target. Smolder is very slippery. I don't know if the Mordekaiser can honestly 1v1 the Smolder and even in the Death Realm. So it's a tough spot to be in.
284 smolder stacks. Dragon up in 30. TF might be getting cut out here. I don't think he knows he's aware of the Belveth.
Does not appear to be.
And he's using the red card. Doesn't have a gold card. Gets CC'd all the way out, and he's going to get shut down. So
Yeah, and
that
that's what
is
they
a big
need.
ult used up by the Kiana before this dragon, but it looks like they're just going to be
I
pushing.
Yeah, they're going to sack this dragon. They're just going to grab this T2. Belveth pushes incredibly fast. I mean, Smolder's got great scaling, sure, but Belveth scales infinitely. So
So
this
does
actually
Smolder.
could be problematic for IQ.
Technically. I mean, they've got Rumble who can just drop the equalizer if need be. And
Yeah, but that's the gameplay that Rats needed this entire game was how are we doing setup for ganks to get this Kiana some kills, and how do we get fights that are not team fights so that she can actually secure some kills. Unfortunately, I think it's probably going to be too little too late, but I have been wrong before.
no, you.
Yeah,
Feel the
it's been many moons, but it happened once.
Okay. Alright, well, we've got Baron up in 50 seconds.
IQ still does need to be patient here, though. They can't just rip this and completely face check it. I mean, if they get chunked enough by a Baron, it does give Rats the opportunity to win a team fight. And Baron Pit's got a lot of walls.
It does, but I mean, Super Noob's done a really good job of getting vision out on the map. It'd be nice if maybe recall one more time. Yep, looks like he's going to try to do that. So will TF and Rumble try and spend that last 1.5 and 1.7k that they've got. So
Rats getting vision control, moving into Baron.
there's still a few,
Clear out all these pinks.
2, 3 deep wards.
Both teams now hovering the pit. Rihi popping the TF ult for vision.
One thing
Just
that
running
also
out
does
in
takes
front.
off the Banshee's Veil from Edge of Night.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
So, there's a little tech where whenever you're about to gold card someone with a Banshee's Veil on them, you use the TF ultimate. That takes off the Banshee's Veil, and then you throw out the gold card.
Yeah, I mean, I would never know that because TF is a stupid champion, but I
TikTok.
appreciate the insight.
TikTok helped me there.
Oh, well, I would also
Oh,
not know that. 'cause
Kiana not
I
in a
don't
good
pick
spot.
TikTok.
Does have the
Oh
supreme,
no!
supreme display of
just
talent.
absolutely exploded.
Rap. Cannot save. Killwolf took someone to Brazil, I think. But he's going to be found and not going to enjoy that vacation.
Oh no, that was a huge engage on the Kiana. Belveth gonna try to hover, but I mean she's gonna get gold carded. You can't come in
She
here.
will get
This is
gold
not
card, but they're
realistic.
giving Jinx some time to push a little bit. and just delay that Baron take enough to where I would have liked for Jinx to get that tower.
Oh, she's working
Let's
on it.
get some damage
She
onto
should
it.
still have time to get it. They get fast resets, but not free
Well,
resets.
I didn't know if they were going to reset or just run down. We got two
stopping
backstopped.
Super Noob,
We
stopping
did get
Rumble.
the tower mid. Does have flash, unfortunately he's going to have to use that. Won't be up in 2 minutes for the soul. But we've got two pushing waves for the side of rats.
Yeah, and a nice job by them to try to salvage that play after the fact and get Jinx a T2 and at least get some gold from it, but just a devastating engage. I mean, Poppy Jarvan is pretty tough. Throw a Rumble ult over the top of that, it gets nasty quick.
Right, and then you've got a Smolder with 318 stacks.
Yeah.
Not too fun. Mordekaiser might not be in the best spot, but he's just going to walk out and down below. And I guess we're split pushing for some reason.
And Lulu is getting caught. She will ult herself, but she will die nonetheless.
Wild growth is not enough. Kiana's still split pushing.
Yeah, it appears that Rats is embracing the base race.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a rat race.
Seems
That's all.
okay, except for the fact that IQ is pushing with 5 people in a Baron.
Well,
Bel'Veth does take the reset. Kiana backing now. They have realized the error of their ways after they've lost at least one inhibitor.
so the one thing
Kiana?
that you have to
Nope.
realize, though, is
Still
that
pushing.
Kiana is the rat. The 4 other ones are inters. So if Kiana's not dying, she cannot be the inter.
Well, it's
but,
true, but it appears that the game will
Regardless,
be ending now.
they might be
and
losers.
Kiana now is resetting, but will be far too late to save the Nexus.
So.
And
GG.
that's game 1.
Game
Over
1
to the
going
side of IQ.
over to
And
IQ.
the biggest win of the entire game, they let the Kiana pick through, they don't have to deal with it again, and they still won.
That is true.
That's what I like to see. I like to see people who don't ban the one trick. They say, you know what? Give me your best. Let's see if you got it.
Your best shot. All right, let's hope that the captains do this correctly, and that we, you know, it shows the fearless picks. I don't know. That was a pretty good game. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit slow at the start, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh, wait, are we swapping sides? I don't know. Let me reset some other stuff.
Honestly, though, the unsung hero of that game, Benson, drew so much pressure. So many 2+ man ganks, still took someone with him.
Mm-hmm.
Always got a kill. I mean, I was a doubter. I didn't believe in the Rumble, but he made it look real good.
Real good. All right, teams are going to be swapping sides. All right, we did this correctly. Go team. All right, let me go into the correct draft. Fearless. Game 2. Oh, that's so glorious. I mean, it'd be pretty interesting as stock if they did put Benson on Zoe in the top lane. Let me. All right, Renton, if you are here, can you join any of the voice channels just so I can add you into this one? Damn, that was. Could you not join this one?
Hello, testing. Does it work?
All right, I'm gonna bump you up just a little bit more.
Cool, cool.
Should be
Testing,
good.
testing.
Yep, we gotcha. Fusra, you can
Wicked.
hear him, right?
I hear him.
I don't have to stay for game 2 and or 3. I was just
Yep.
gonna say if anyone wants a reprieve, I'll help out. But it's kind of a banger game 1.
Yeah, jump in here, dude. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'll watch.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
Fusro.
No,
What do you mean, who's
who's
that?
Jim? Sorry, it was.
Oh,
I
ha!
was like, what?
He got you good.
That's actually my stepdad's name. Fun fact. So
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Okay, let's not get into this on stream.
I think now's the time
Anyways,
too.
Good luck. Have fun.
See ya. Don't fall in.
oh, I didn't accept the bot's friend request, so that might be on me.
The bot's friend request.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, like a bot messaged me when I tried to join the channel. Anyways,
Ah, okay.
yeah, it was really weird game 1. Based on I know nothing about any of these teams,
Mhm.
but you know, it seemed kind of like Rats kind of drafted around let's try and get Kiana fed and play around her, and they didn't really have any kind of engage. I kind of was expecting Kiana to look for more flanks. It looked like Belveth was looking for more flanks than Kiana. It looks like maybe they were trying to force things, but didn't really work out. You know, I think they were kind of just praying like
Ivern gonna
Kiana
be picked
flash
up.
in and then
Mhm.
Kiana flash in and then, you know, Mord try and ult someone and be as useful as possible. But really kind of crazy because I think IQ individually outplayed Rats and then completely misplayed almost all the macro and let Rats almost completely back into the game. So it was really interesting to see the two sides of the coin, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean it was just game 1 of the season for both of them, so feeling it out, seeing kind of what beer league is like. So I don't know. I think it was difficult for Kiana to get rolling just because there's so much turmoil in top lane, constantly fighting there. So Belveth kind of had to put her focus up there and couldn't really, gank the Twist of Fate and made it a little bit difficult. Hecarim going to be picked up here along with a Rek'Sai. We don't see Rek'Sais too often.
I like the Ashmore for Rats. It just seemed like they didn't really have like a team identity last game. It was kind of like we hope
Mhm.
Kiana gets fed and one shots people, whereas at least Ash has some setup. You know, it's tough picking Rek'Sai into Ivern. I think it might be a tough game for Rek'Sai, but we'll see how the draft goes.
Yeah, and I really like having Kog'Maw alongside not only the Ivern, but I'm assuming another Enchanter support like this.
Ooh.
Just because you're gonna
I
get all of the shields that you could ever need, so this Kog'Maw should never die.
I would like to see a melee support. I watched Jamakin Banana quite a bit, and basically he picks Ivern. He wants as many melee champs on the teams he can
Mhm.
get, so that you can apply the shield. So
Right.
I would have probably said go for like a Braum or something, but hey,
Well,
there it is.
there's your Braum.
wrong side.
Oh,
But yeah, so I don't love the range support, but I do agree that you're going for a hyper carry cog, so Milio is definitely not the worst option.
yeah, and I can definitely see the top lane and the mid lane both like playing. Oh, I was gonna say a Galio possibly coming in just for even extra support. In some lockdown, but
Yeah, great ban by them then.
yeah,
If the Rats ban another melee top or mid, that'd be optimal probably for them.
yeah. I mean, both top and mid for IQ, they are pretty good team players, so I think they would be willing to sack some of um their own like ability and I don't know, their own desires, I guess, to kind of play for the team a little bit more. And there we go, the Shen ban's going to be coming through, so one other thing that can keep this Kog'Maw alive.
Yeah, best top laner in the game right now, my boy. I'm really curious to see where IQ's mid laner goes here, champ wise, because I was really impressed with him game one for playing TF. The mechanics were not all there. Obviously, it's beer league, but I thought he
I like that you call it
played
in.
really well laning. He kept Kiana from leaving
Mhm.
lane 7-0. So great job just overall. I think to help help Smolder scale into the game without being one shot and dove by Kiana every other minute.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get Scion picked up in the top lane, so a lot of beef on this team for the Ashe. So
Mhm.
I'm really hoping. I mean, we're gonna get some kind of AP in the mid lane. I'm not really sure. I can do a quick check to try and find out what rat poison might have in his pockets.
Trundle's a good option. I was thinking Vayne because you've already got the Melio, but I think Trundle's probably the better option to shred the tanks.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see a Mel getting picked up, Oriana or Caston for rat poison in the mid lane.
Ooh, Kassadin, I like Kassadin.
There's the Oriana for Richie in the mid. So I mean, good scaling for the side of IQ.
Yeah, they're good kiting, good scaling. I don't love the Oriana pick, like I said with the Ivern, but could be worse. I mean, like I said, they were individually outplaying last game, I think. So if they keep that up, the comp, I won't say it doesn't matter, but it's the comp doesn't matter as much.
Mm-hmm.
It's also interesting that you pick Ori into three tanks like that. I feel like there's probably better champs you can pick to try and deal with the tanks.
Yeah, I mean, it might have also been like a mini pick away as well.
Okay.
That is something that their mid laner enjoys playing.
We get to see behind the scenes. I was wondering how that worked.
Yeah. So, just drafting here and then they do it on their own side. Alrighty. So, everyone in chat, there's 19-ish of you. Who do we got winning this one? Does IQ take the series 2-0? Do the Rats make a comeback?
I personally think it'll go to game 3. I don't know if IQ can correct their macro calls as fast as the Rats can kind of correct some of the outplays that they got themselves into.
Okay.
Although it was a little worrying seeing the end of last game. You kind of felt like the team was not working exactly as a team with Kiana splitting. I don't know exactly what the correct call was. I think Kiana getting another wave there wasn't terrible and getting it to the tower, but you could see her like cancel her recall, and I'm sure that the team comms were a little crazy, but yeah, you would expect them to be a little more on board. So
Yeah, I mean, I think
hopefully the mental's not shattered going into game 2.
yeah, I mean, I think she was just thinking like it's like I can't stop them anyway. So maybe we have a weird off chance that one of them resets because they're not thinking.
Yeah, I'm sure Kiana's the last thing you want to see is a Lulu going into the game, so it was not the easiest game for her to play.
Yeah. All right. So now we've got a 3-minute wait. So if you need to go grab a drink, feel free to do so. Get some popcorn, get some snacks. Anything but rice.
I will do that.
And
Why is that?
because rice is gross. No,
Oh,
I've had rice once. It's the most meh food I've ever had.
oh boy. This is a very long conversation. We're gonna have to have another time.
It's okay. If Bucci Boo's in the chat, he can fill you in on it.
Okay,
Probably
I
with a
will be
bunch of
right back
lies,
then.
but fill you in.
All right. All right, we're back. Well,
Kinda
I'm back.
back.
I mean,
We've still got 40 seconds.
so there's no keys to winning for this game, at least none. For
Nah,
share.
they're only for the first. This is how you win the series, I guess. It's the keys
Gotcha,
to victory. Yeah, I don't have that much work in me.
Well, I'll give. I've already alluded to my keys, but I would say, you know, I think if IQ cleans up their macro a little, they kind of had a, it looked like they were going the right way a couple times in game one, but yeah, they ended up winning despite it, but it felt like, they were trading a lot of things they didn't have to trade. Like Dragon, giving Dragon and pushing, cool, but then they messed up their reset timers and let the Rats go up and get Otacon completely free. So I think if they clean up their macro, which I said, tough to do, and I think if the Rats don't get quite as outplayed, they get a little more of a lead. I think they can snowball this pretty quick, but it'll be interesting. It looks like IQ really likes these scaling champs, so we'll see if Cog can become the 1v9 god that we know Cog can be.
Yeah, and that might be one thing that you learn from just watching more Beer League is it's a lot of scaling because the games usually tend to take a little bit longer than your normal solo queue or norms games. Sometimes they can be just as aggressive and have as many kills, but sometimes they're also just a little bit more laid back.
Yeah, but they're not pros. They can't just close out the games like you would expect sometimes. So I
Right.
get it.
So we see how this goes. We still have yet to have a 5-man invade, which is a little sad because that's usually very prominent in Beer League.
It's tough invading into an Ivern, but Brahm's got one of the best invades in the game, so I would love to see them do something here, but they are definitely not.
30 seconds
Check,
until
alright.
minions spawn.
So one thing is that Rats has always placed the ward in this bush, so I don't know if anyone actually watches the matches back at least the first few minutes after their game before the next game in the series, but I think that's a good thing to know that someone's not going to have their ward in bot lane that can be used around the time of jungle gank.
Well, so they placed the ward, but then Braum also did not back to get a sweeper, which I would expect. So not obviously sweeper has its pros and wards have its pros, but yeah, I usually would place that ward and then back to get sweeper, so you get a little more bush control and you kind of get a little more usefulness, I think, out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a sweeper. All right.
It's fun. And vision score for both. There we go.
But no XP anymore, right?
Correct. Which, stupid.
That was the weirdest thing. Be like, hey team, come over here real quick. Make sure everyone hits the ward. Like, what? How is this a thing?
Because you're killing something.
Sion starting Q. I usually go W.
W
I love
start?
Sion. Yeah. Especially, like, Q makes sense if you're trying to cheese out of the bush, but he just kind of queued the wave and walked away. So I prefer the W start, getting a little tankier a little earlier, but he's going to have trouble regardless of what he does against Trundle, so.
There we go. We got some smashing going on.
Like, Troublelift wasn't quite ready for the level up timer. Okay.
No.
Got a little poke off, but I think they could use that a lot better. I think Braum early game is just kind of crazy. I think if you tag Kog'Maw like that, that should be a good chunk.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ash was just on the other side of the wave.
Yeah, I think it was a little disconnect. Disconnect that one. All right, I like Sion canceling the Q early, getting his head a little bit. Yeah, pretty slow game. Looks like Ivern is going to do 5 camps.
Yeah.
Into invade. Oh, he's looking to dive. Okay.
And Sion has no idea.
Yeah, this is wild.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
there we go. Good pillar, but I mean, even if Scion does go down, that's a lot of damage, and Scion does have his passive.
Can't even get the flash. Yeah, that's a little rough. See if Rek'Sai can get anything out of it. Maybe just some vision, knowing that they
He's
should
looking
know
for a
that.
gank.
Oh yeah, he's going behind. Okay, okay.
Oops. Keep this
Like
here.
Ori might be wise to it.
Yeah, playing safe, realizing that we don't know where the enemy jungle is. We don't have vision anywhere on the map.
Yeah.
But there we go. Nice little knock-up, Syndra stun. Flash from Richie, flash from Salami, flash from
Ooh,
Rat Poison. That
flash
is first
auto.
blood, but it is going to get traded back. 4 tower shots ramped up.
I think if you're the Rats, you got to be okay with that, right? You probably want to get Syndra online.
Yes and no. Like, you did use 2 flashes for that. So,
I
but
think the wave even stalled outside Ori's tower.
yeah. But I'm not sure if they're even going to be able to take advantage of those flashless players, so should be fine.
That looked like a lot of fun for Scion.
Yeah. I think he's just going to keep on doing what he's doing. Hope for Salami to come up, maybe give him a little gank and help him out a little bit right here.
It looks like Scion's going Titanic rather than, you know, I would kind of expect Bramble into tank.
Knock up onto Benson. Trundle is going to be going down.
Wow.
2 kills.
Okay, good combo. Trundle is not a player that will be flashless.
Correct. He's saving that for the next gank. But also, he wouldn't have gotten anything with that.
Yeah,
Flash
I agree.
away. Alright, enemy team, not really sure where Ivern is. I don't know why I said enemy team. The Rats.
And Ori went for the Dark Seal, so Tier Dark Seal, she's feeling confident after last game.
Yeah, either that or
Up in
it's...
CS too.
I'm going to be getting assists somehow, some way. I'm not
That's
going to be
fair.
dying, so...
Yeah, Milio and
Oh, gets the ult in!
oh,
But unfortunately, the minions saved the day. Ivern can't land his Q. Otherwise, I think that is a good kill.
yeah, that was a great
Trundle hit 6,
great
and
combo. Uh-oh.
he's gonna pop it. And
Oh,
that, was,
can't quite abuse the level up timer there.
that was really anticlimactic. Wow. Ivern still sticking mid. Could make Syndrome lose that whole
Oh,
wave.
There's a good pillar. Ivern needs to try and get up top, and he's gonna be late. I think Scion probably gets 6 off of this wave. If Ivern can quite get there, I mean, this would put Scion.
Yeah,
out
he's
there.
getting down 1 minion.
Yeah.
Benson's gonna be proxying, but Rek'Sai's on her way
Does
up.
not have T in that. Yeah, I think he just got himself in a pickle here.
Yeah, been in a pickle, Rick. Oh, the flash over, but Rek'Sai's gonna be using the ult. That's gonna be first set of feats. Whoa, what did I do? First set of feats over to the red side.
I think I still. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overlay looks good now. Trundle's got his Tiamat, so it won't feel quite as terrible pushing.
Yeah.
Aw, man. Ivern's doing support build. I think AP Ivern is the way. So I'm a little sad to see him going support, but I guess I get it with Kog'Maw.
Yeah, I think everything's just in the Kog'Maw basket, and ooh, good interrupt from Benson. Just get some extra time. Delay that recall. I mean, bot lane's going exactly how I would expect, knowing how Jubilee and Super Noob play. Like, they're not going to be playing aggressive bot lanes for the most part, and they just want to get to late game and scale. So, doing exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, I mean, almost even CS, and yeah, waiting for your Trundle to turn into a split pushing god. Sounds good to me.
No flash on Orianna. Ashall gonna go wide, unfortunately, but Syndra is gonna get the kill taken away from her by the Rek'Sai. Oh, Jubilee. Almost getting the kill on the Ashe. But I don't know, it seems like the Rats have an idea of what they want to do, and that idea is just fight.
Yeah, they're definitely using... They definitely have better engage tools, I think, this game, and they're definitely using them. I don't think Rek'Sai is quite who you wanted all the kills to go to, but it's better than no kills.
Right, and I mean, you've got kills on somebody, and at least that's going to give Rek'Sai like some time to have the lead in jungle, to where it's like, alright, we can take these fights and win them. But it would be nice if, you know, Syndra got one of the kills mid. Because, like, even Sion doesn't necessarily need the kills up top. It'd be nice, but his job's just be a tank anyway.
Yeah, not quite the 50 kill bangers that I forget his name, the other caster was looking for, but they've been pretty good, pretty close games.
Yeah, I mean, this one's definitely got a lot more kills already than the previous game, or the previous match, so not too bad. Did we trade jungle objectives? I think we did.
Yeah, they Ivern popped Daisy, took Dragon,
Okay.
while
They took the
Rats,
grubs.
yeah, Rats took grubs, yes. Which I think I prefer, because you do not want Trundle to have those grubs.
Right, ooh, good ult coming through and gonna force the Syndra to flash away. Like we are gonna have a party in the bot lane soon. Sorry for getting away from Bunsen on the Trundle, but I don't think this Sion's gonna die anytime soon, really.
Yeah, and I don't know if Benson has the damage yet to burn him down, so. Sion's doing just about everything he can to keep Trundle off the tower.
Yeah, but we don't have vision there. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like when Benson can proxy, because I don't think they've seen Rek'Sai for a while. So it's not something that he can just do.
I think he's proven that he can just do it. It doesn't go well.
Well, yeah, but,
But
when can he do it efficiently?
yeah.
Ashall coming down the middle. Gonna start pretty early. If this lands, it's gonna stick
Rek'Sai is ready. Oh,
for a long time.
very weird for Richie to hug that wall. Richie was smelling something, but now might just be smelling the fountain. Not quite.
Law of the shields. Not gonna be enough. Salami getting kill number 5.
Salami is just going to swim out, or whatever Rek'Sai does.
Tunnel out.
You swim underground?
Tremor. I don't know. Oh, Trundle's coming from the top side. Gonna try and kill off rat poisoning. He's gonna be able to do so. Nunya lives.
Oh.
Just has to watch out
With
for
an
the
Ivern behind him, I
void
don't know
assault.
if, I don't
Go
know if
through the
way
tunnel.
out.
Oh, the flash coming through from Benson. Got slowed somehow. Not really sure how. And
Ooh,
gonna get the
almost got that
shutdown.
way.
Lots of gold over to this Trundle right there. Got 2 kills, 2 shutdowns.
Yeah, he says, if I can't proxy, I'll just roam. I mean, roaming Trundle's not something I've heard of, but it worked out really well.
It did work out really well. Unfortunately, he had to use his flash to keep up with the Rek'Sai, but I think he'd do that for a second kill.
Yeah, and I don't think he's in any danger. I don't think Sion's going to be running him down anytime soon.
Right. But Rek'Sai might be a little bit mad with him. And might be just flying
having
right up top.
Oh, it definitely is.
So we got 2 people smacking one another. Trundle realized that he's in trouble. Sorry for the camera. I'm just trying to keep it in the right area.
Makes sure the wave gets in, and then tries to waste as much time as he can. Okay. He even gave it to Scion. What a nice jungler.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing all game, is donating kills. Donated 2 kills. Ooh! Great ult from Orianna. Way to dodge the stun from Syndra as well, and there we go.
No way out this time after they got the flash earlier. Okay.
2 stacks in the Dark Seal.
Very active game from both junglers now after the Belveth Farm Fest last game.
Yeah. And I think that's what Rat's gonna try and play for. Like, they realize if we just scale, it might not go our way, and Ivern's in the area. So was Daisy.
I think Braum might have been looking at his map there when he walked into that bush, but not going to get punished for it.
Daisy might be in trouble, or Ivern might be in trouble. It is spotted out by the Rek'Sai. Braum's gonna get kicked back. We got Dragon Spawn in 5 seconds.
Is that Rift in 30?
Yes. Rifter in 30. Trundle is on the docket right now, though. Great knockup. Unfortunately, the Asho just misses. Rat Poisoning gets the 2nd kill of the game. And this should be a free dragon, free turret in the top side as well.
Alright, it was Ivern's redemption. Okay, I was like, Millie was across the map. That was so cool.
Yeah. Red. First tower. Let me light that up. That way. And there we go. Just moving over. Nunya. He's not where he wants to be. He doesn't really have any help, but he can't do much as the Ivern.
I think that's going to be a wet
Richie's
noodle
in
fight.
trouble.
Or he is definitely dead. Okay, okay. Yeah, now it's getting a little out of hand. You do not want Syndra to have this much gold influx at this point in the game.
Yeah, sitting at 6,000. Still only the 2nd most in the game because Rek'Sai is just rolling in it.
Yeah, 3k gold lead now, and I'm guessing that Rift is not going to be contestable for IQ.
I wouldn't think so.
I think Rek'Sai is a little out of position here. I think Rek'Sai wants to be top, but might be dead.
Just waiting on cooldowns to tunnel. Oh, the
redemption kill!
redemption kill.
Let's go! True
Ivern.
damage!
Oh man.
That extra armor and MR from Braum did not matter. Rek'Sai acknowledging it in the chat. Yeah, Rek'Sai just overstepping a little bit. I was expecting the Rats to have the better macro play, but they definitely, I would expect them to go top here and kind of use their gold lead to force down Rift, but just not quite going for it.
Yeah, it didn't work out for them.
Braum popping R to get out, not expecting Ivern to be there. Again, I would expect Ivern to be here after they killed the jungler, or sorry, Ivern to be top, looking for Rift after they kill the jungler. But these guys are, both teams really just wanting to fight, like you said.
Yeah, and one thing to note is like, neither of these ADCs have any KP, which is really ridiculous 17 minutes into a game. Especially in Beer League. Ash has no clue where this Ivern is. Oh, there we go, the hawk shot.
Yeah, she saw him
now
last
descent
second.
down.
I think he got into the bush. I think Ivern got into the bush, but he missed Daisy getting into the bush.
Daisy.
But Scion's just gonna take Rift up there along with
Ooh,
Rek'Sai.
Pillar coming in.
They did eventually make it. Oh. I don't know how effective that'll end up being, but it did look funny.
I at least wasted some time.
Oh yeah, I guess he
Alright,
stopped the actual full charge. Wow,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, big brain. That was some IQ. That's what I'm expecting to see.
That's hey, when your team name is IQ, you better have at least 2.
Yeah, this does look like a pro bot lane matchup right now, though. Like almost 10 CS a minute, no kills, no deaths.
They know what they're doing. I would like for the supports to move around the map a little bit. but that's just a me thing.
Oh no, I fully agree. I'm too active on support.
It's where you're like 3
yeah.
levels down.
Yeah, I'll be, 3.5 levels down, but I will be at. We will have wards at every objective. I promise you that.
Right.
If my and then I roam to the objective, then my jungler gank spot without me. This is another, again, different conversation. I definitely don't have PTSD about it.
Fine.
Oh man, level 11. So now Ivern's clearing very quickly. So he's he's got 2 items and boots. It's pretty much full build for the support build. So
Tom might finally be going down. He's going to be forced to use that flash. Kog'Maw flashes over the wall as well to try and keep up. Ash's ult completely goes wide. Suck My Salami's going in, but might be getting stunned up. Rat Poison is here as well. Jubilee going to go down for the first time this game. Richie's coming in, as is Trundle. Tom falls. Rat Poison's going down as well. Sion's going to be joining the party a little bit late.
Another TP.
But
we just had either 3 or 4
trade.
TPs into that fight, and it is still going as they try to finish off the Salami.
yeah, I mean, they're going to slow him down. Not sure if Ivern can land this Q or not. It's just going to be short, but this tower should be able to fall. And should be able to look into the rat jungle before going dragon, but might just take the dragon. Recalls are just going to be coming through, so decent amount of gold on Richie. Not sure what he's going to purchase.
We've got some rat pings towards Otacon, so it looks like they might be fine with giving this drag, knowing that, especially now seeing the Scion's probably dead based on his positioning. So they're just going to use Scion as bait.
Does
and
has his ult
Otacon.
to get out of the way potentially, but Trundle does have that pillar that he can throw up.
Scion is not at all worried with living
Flash
here.
and the pillar. Good pillar coming in from Trundle. And here we go.
Kill Wolf dies.
So luckily Otacon will drop on the other half of the map because the rats are using their big brains to trade for something on the other side of the map. And Benson's going to go proxy 0 minions for 10 seconds.
Yeah, this is the macro calls that I think I saw game 1 from Rats. I was expecting more of game 2. So.
Yeah. Ooh, Ashall coming through. Ooh. She should be tagged and bagged and dead.
Ori going to the morgue. Nice R to try and save something, but just wasted effort at the end of the day, and they're probably going to get an inhibitor here. I don't think they shouldn't take it. I think it's correct to not take it. Baron's not up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was the correct play. Just go take the jungle on the way out.
Oh, Ivern might not be in the right spot. He's not minding his own business, and all of the heals and shields are not going to be enough.
Daisy was on vacation, and so was Ivern's brain.
Yeah.
But I get it. You know, you want to go in and try and clear, but that is not his jungle anymore, especially after they pushed so far.
Right. I mean, he did check with bush drop down here, but
yeah,
Rek'Sai had tunnel available and did not go well.
Yeah, did not see the rest of the team either, I don't think.
Correct. Another ult coming through from the Scion, this time in the 1v1, so.
Yeah, Scion's R late game is like 30 or 40 second ult cooldown. It's pretty disgusting, but it makes it a lot of fun to try and split with.
Oh, I can't even click on it fast enough. Okay.
Okay, or a minute and a half.
Close enough.
You didn't have to call me out like that.
I-
It's very short. Let's just.
I have to fact check, you know? I can't have fake news on the stream.
Well, now we got Scion.
Especially on, is this King Day or whatever?
Oh, yeah. I'm very close to all that action. Let's just put it that way.
Nice. No, it's Flag Day. Today's Flag Day, so we are all good. Some people want to get Benson down.
Yeah, they're trying to make a play around Scion there, I think, but there's no objectives up right now, so I think everyone's kind of just
Instead, Super Noob might be super dead, but Rat Poisoning isn't able to get an ult off. Good spacing coming in from Super Noob. Unfortunately, Nunya business is going to go down again. to suck my salami. But Benson's not having any of that. Killed his jungler, you killed his friend. Good pillar to slow up the Braum. But he's just gonna get slowed as well.
Don't think they've got this. Oh, that is a very fast
It's
Trundle.
the speedy boy.
But Braum is also very annoying. Yeah, Cinder there stunning the Milio to try and go for a one-shot, not seeing the Trundle walking behind her completely defenseless while Braum tries to chase down the Milio. So a little bit of miscommunication,
Oh,
but
we
again,
got
there's nothing
treble lift.
really up at stake right now.
Ashe
I
doesn't
don't
have her ult available, but TP coming in from the Syndra.
I don't think there's much he can do if they get on the tower. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if they've got the damage to kill it. It's looking pretty good. Okay.
Seems like my co-caster doesn't know what damage is.
I do not play
I
Syndra,
thought
so-
Fusro was an idiot.
It could be both. Alright, Killwolf is going to give the cannon here to try and chase Richie.
Oh,
and-
good ult coming through from Richie. He's got a team behind him. Oh, shoot. Fusro, you're supposed to be at the gym. You're not supposed to be listening to this. Suck my salami. Gonna take one, gonna take two.
And now has the... I can't think of the name. The shield breaking item. So,
That would be called Serpent's Fang. Do you want me to
that
fact
one.
check it? Or no?
No, that sounds correct. That is every Ivern's worst nightmare, so it is about to get even tougher for IQ to get back in this game. Currently at a 3k gold deficit, and just went up another 700.
Just so you know, Fusro, I was only doing that for comedic input. You know, with how sad this game is going, we need to lighten the mood a little bit. And unfortunately, you were in the crosshairs.
The truth can be funny.
The truth usually is. It's just some people aren't.
Not funny to everyone.
Well, some people are just uptight. And with Fusro working out right now, he's probably getting a little tight, a little swole. I don't know.
You have to do a lot of
I know
stretching
you're
after
not mad, Fusro. I know you understand that. I'm only being honest.
Alright, so drag up in 20. Got a little vision war going on here. Ashe arrow down the middle is going to miss. So let's see if anyone tries to get mid push, if they just want to fight over this vision.
Good
Alright,
work.
Cog going to shove mid. Big fan. Now they can walk into the vision and see if they want to get to fighting. This is a interesting Scion build. I guess it's to try and counter the Trundle a little bit with Frozen Heart coming up next.
Yeah. Most likely Frozen Heart. Oh,
So
Trundle.
Oh, good
Pops.
engage by Scion
Oh,
here.
looks like Sion's gonna go down, but it doesn't really matter because he has second death to fight out. Suck My Salami is gonna use the ult to get away and potentially help get a kill. So that's 2 down for IQ. Barrier's gonna be coming in from Jubilee. He's got 1,000 shields on him. Not sure if Barrier's the right call. He's all out of mana, but luckily he's an ADC, so all he has to do is auto attack.
Well, and Rek'Sai stay on the dragon here, so I think IQ actually can win this 3v3
Oh.
because the only shield cut is in the dragon pit right now. but
And
it's not
again,
looking that way.
I am gonna say this guy is dumber than Fusro. How many times can you cast your curse yourself? Like,
yeah,
I haven't seen that happen before. That's just
Well, you know,
great
I like
timing.
shooting myself in the foot. I should be a Jin main with all this shooting.
No, but his shots land. Yours just miss.
No, his one emote, he like drops his gun and almost shoots himself in the foot.
Oh, yes. All right,
He's got the
Trundle is not gonna do anything. 2 inhib's gonna fall. Baron buff wearing off shortly.
Yeah, 36 seconds left on the Baron buff, and it looks like they're content to just take some jungle and reset. Spend all
Syndra's
this
got a
gold.
death cap and then some. Like, how does she still have 2,000 gold? Upgrading boots. Let's upgrade that dark. Oh, boo.
She got the outplay button. Okay. She's got part of her Zonias now.
Yeah.
Seeker's Arm Guard still called that?
Yeah. Seeker's Arm Guard.
Okay.
So I mean, 21 to 12 in the kills. What? 7K, almost 8K. Math K, 9K gold deficit. Gold
Yeah,
advantage.
just over 8.
Yeah.
And it looks
And
like
dead Jubilee potentially? Definitely a dead none of your business. This Rek'Sai's got very large, and this is going really well. Trundle's going to teleport in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, Trundle's going to die. And
looking
kill
like
Wolf.
all she wrote.
It's going to fall.
Zion
Jubilee
does
will
not
get a kill
mind
there.
killing, dying here. Yep, and there goes the hyper carry, and we're looking for a penta. And we
again,
are not gonna get it.
this is Caster.
I tried to see if it
himself.
was on someone else. So that's gonna end the game. All right, we are going to 3, like I thought we would. The rats were able to clean things up a little bit and close this one out. Took a little longer than I would expect, but it's pretty definitive win.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they can do with Rek'Sai now not going to be available. I think it was really good to help get them into lane and get them rolling. So, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Well, let's get ready for game number 3. What are we doing with the sides? Oh, we're really swapping sides again, people? I have to go and change stuff now. Go to my studio mode. Go to my draft. Reset this, reset that. Fusser, why are you not looking forward to playing either of these teams? They're both great at what they do. You're not afraid
Yeah,
of competition, are you?
I think that's exactly what he's saying.
No. That doesn't sound like Fusero. Fusero is like the most want to compete guy I've ever seen in
Well,
my
at the
life.
same time, both teams are showing that they're very beatable. Even on the champs that you'd think they might be favored on, like Kiana. So it's definitely, they've definitely got strengths and very big weaknesses, as I'm sure every beer league team does.
No. No beer league teams have weaknesses. They're all really good at the game. Alright, so I turn this part off. This is the first time I think where we've gone to game 3 that I've casted. So here we go. Let me adjust the series score.
Just giving you all kind of firsts.
Yeah. First time someone caster cursed themselves in like 4 different plays.
Do we get to see both Fearless bands, or is it just going to be the ones from?
Yep, they're both up on the screen.
Okay, I'm looking at the wrong screen. We're good. Okay.
What screen are you looking at?
I have the stream paused from like 40 minutes ago on my other screen.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I can see chat flame me. So.
Okay.
First Fearless game 3 says Slamurai. Okay.
Wow. There we go. That's what I'd like to see. All right, so since Vermilion said, "Who let this guy get into the fireball?" I will get myself into some fireball. So that means that this cast can only get better.
Okay. I don't think I have any fireball. Actually, I might in the other room. I've
That's
been
okay.
drinking. I have a bunch of NA beer left over.
Oh,
so.
North America, or near airport.
Yeah, exactly. Naturally aspirated.
Ah, gotcha. Fancy
No,
stuff.
it's not non-alcoholic.
Really fancy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, in case you want beer that costs more for no alcohol.
Right. That's. Yeah. I would just drink water.
Yeah, it's good if you want the taste of beer after like a workout or something, but don't actually want to, get hungover or anything.
Okay. Can't say I've ever wanted a beer after a workout, but I can't say I've ever worked out other than playing basketball.
So yeah, there you go. Like, oh, we could play, play a game with the guys, go to the beer, or what? Go to the bar,
Go to the
get some beer.
beer? Yeah, let's go to the beer, guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe there is alcohol in here.
There just might be. Alright, what's going on with this chat? I'm gonna swap the slides just so. They just need a minute. Someone has to let out their dang dog.
If you pause to let your dog out, you should have to share a picture of them so we can at least see who's
So
getting all the
actually,
attention.
I think if you check the caster channel in Beer League, or production channel, from yesterday or the day prior, you might actually be able to see a picture of that dog.
Oh. I will do that later because I just do not want to click extra things right before drafts.
Alrighty. Well, since it's no longer right before draft, and we're currently in draft, you can go and click
Okay.
some extra things.
Ah.
There we go. Alright. Cheers to everyone in chat. Cheers to the co-casters, and cheers to game 3. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh my, that was warm. Whew. Alright, let's see. What do I follow that up with? Some sour
The
gummy
Fiddlesticks
worms?
Band.
What was that?
You followed up with a Fiddlesticks Band.
Yeah, we do follow that up with Fiddlesticks Bands. That's one of Nunya's favorite champs, along with Ivern. But it looks like we're just getting the same bands coming through from IQ and from the Rats. But looks like Rats will have to change something here, I believe. Or they banned Jarvan before. Nope, Jarvan was used by IQ game 1. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's going to be tough to find an ADC this game. I'm interested to see who comes out. Maybe go to an APC and it's swapped for AD top jungle.
I could see that more so for the side of Rats. No. Both teams. Yeah, IQ could do it as well. Jubilee's done it in the past. Ooh, I like the Twitch ban, not letting them get their rat in game 3 whenever it's most important.
Interesting that IQ is banning the scaling hyper carry champ.
Yeah. I think who plays it? I think actually Rat Poison, the mid laner, plays it a little bit, so don't want to give him the pocket pick. Kaisa's gonna get
yeah,
locked in. Good
Kaisa
AP.
pick. Shout out to Uzi.
He doesn't have that skin. There's no way this guy bought the Uzi skin where it's just who Mbessa skin, like graphics.
Oh, is it? Oh
Yeah.
god.
Or animation, like whatever. It's never gonna get picked up. There's our scale. Let's see if we can continue tipping the scales in IQ's favor. Soraka.
They love picking 80 support. First 2 picks.
Yeah, I think mid and top both really enjoy getting counter picks as much as they can. So I don't blame them for that. But I don't know. I do like waiting a little bit longer on support. Ooh, a Blitzcrank coming through.
I think top support are the best people to give counters. Technically. But obviously, if you're fine playing Soraka into anything, then no big deal. Gonna be tough into Blitz.
Only if you get hooked. But Sivir
Yeah.
can just block it by running in front and then pressing E. So
Yeah. True.
that's sometimes you have to support your support. Hecarim's gonna get locked in. I like it. I mean, statistically, someone has to counter pick mid every single game, Slamurai. So there's that.
You have a Soraka, you need someone with a big health pool, so I'm hoping to see a tank
Ooh,
somewhere here.
Pantheon.
I'm guessing that's Pantheon jungle.
It
I don't know if anyone plays it. for
could
them.
technically be a 3 roll flex right now with mid. I doubt Richie's gonna play at mid.
Take its support and play Strock at top.
It's true. You could go
Four-way flex.
banana tosser. I mean, I have seen someone play Sivir mid, so that could also go mid. I don't know who would ever play it or why. Definitely wasn't me in Beer League a few
Did you take
seasons ago.
teleport?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We might have watched the same mid beast video.
No, I picked it into Fiddlesticks because I was like,
Mm.
middle sticks.
Mhm.
Because I was like, I'll just wave clear. And then he
All those
can't
new things.
interact. And I didn't do that. It did not go well. Alright, bands coming through. We got Ornn, we got Aurelion Sol, another scaly champion. Shograth scale.
I want IQ to have a tank for Straka to heal up and stand behind, and they banned 2 tanks. So if they're banning top laners,
Well, there's still
I'm
a doctor.
guessing that's can't top. There is a doctor around. He might be in today.
We'll see. I'm trying to think if Benson has played them recently or not. I feel like Benson likes a champ that has more agency.
Rat's really taking out a lot of mid laners here.
Hey, just because the guy's 7.5 points doesn't mean he's looking to fight. Ooh, Gragas is also a flex pick. Could go mid, could go top, could go jungle
Could go
as
support?
well.
Probably not.
Could go support, probably not this game. But I mean, that is keeping the options open. It's not really showing them what they want to do just yet. I'm sure IQ's already saying this is going here, this is going here, but
Yeah, I would guess that IQ
Yeah.
has yet to pick a mid laner, and the doctor is in, but for the rats, not for IQ.
Doctor's not in yet.
Oh,
That's
the doctor's
Shen.
out.
But I do like
think-
Shen with this comp. Because Kai'Sa's diving deep, Hecarim's diving deep. So
I think this is the first game I've seen Shen not banned, and it gets picked. So not surprising, very strong champ right now. Blitz actually counters Shen because if the second someone gets ulted, Blitz can just ult and get rid of the shield. So having Blitz on your team is definitely some nice insurance.
yeah. Ooh, a
If
Vex.
you really want to be crafty, Vex is Vex also likes going in. Okay,
Yeah.
Rats wanting to be much more aggressive this game. IQ could go Nocturne here if they want to be a little more annoying to the Shen and turn out the lights, but I guess Grog is tanky, Pantheon's kind of tanky. They definitely maybe they don't. I don't know if they need AD or AP. They just need some more frontline in front of Sivir Soraka.
Victor, okay. Victor's gonna be
I
coming in.
figured they were gonna last pick the mid, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of scaling Pantheon early games, so like to help bridge them along. I like that for IQ. But all that crowd control for the rats, like as a Kai'Sa enjoyer, I love whenever my teammates have crowd control.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it looks like the rats, from my perspective, definitely won the draft. I think IQ maybe got their first 2 picks, and then we're kind of chasing and trying to figure out what to do with the draft. I mean, Gragas can be tanky, and Victor's got some damage late game, but one of these blitz hooks or a good Shen taunt, and someone's not going to be alive for very long.
yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be. I hope it's a bloody game. I hope it's a fun game. I really hope it's not, hey guys, let's just scale all the way to late game. And I'm hoping that having Pantheon in the jungle, I'm assuming it's going there, is going to make it so that IQ has to gank. And hopefully get some players ahead. Unfortunately, with Pantheon, his W's a dash, so Vex can stack up some Doom or whatever. Some fear stuff, doom and gloom, and work with that.
Well, if you've been wanting level 1 shenanigans, I think this is probably the game for it.
That is true. We've got some hope, and rats have shown the want or the ability to actually walk in and try and gain some extra vision. So
Now it's very sad to see no invade with Braum.
yeah.
Flash Q, they flash, but they're slowed, and that's a dead champion right there. But
Right. So we've got 2.5 minutes. Get some comments in the chat. Fusro's not a big fan of the Gragas pick here. No good targets to burst.
he might just be doing Roa Gragas. Like I said, they need frontline, so I probably wouldn't go full AP Gragas or lethality Pantheon. I think you need to be a little bruisery on both of them.
Agreed. Like Black Cleaver, Pantheon. I mean, I could see like just Bruiser Panth.
Yeah, Bruiser Panth, and then like Roa and everyone loves Cosmic on Gragas, so like Roa, Cosmic, Zonia's on Gragas, maybe something like that. But Soraka's gonna need someone to give health to, so
Alright, now we got our Gragas enjoyer in the chat with SDK, so he's gonna give us a whole rundown as to why Fusro's wrong.
Captain, my captain.
I think he's got the most Gragas games in Beer League history.
Oh wow, okay.
So, but there's also a chance that he doesn't comment ever again. So,
Now that we've asked everyone to.
yeah. No, I think the current chat is just let's flame Fusro as much as we can. And I feel partially like that's my fault, so you're all welcome.
If it takes the focus off of my casting, I'm completely behind it.
Alright, there we go. Zesty Queso as to why Gragas. Very tanky. Amazing peel against super dive heavy team comp. So there we go. Alright,
Okay, I
Fusro,
dig
we
it.
don't know that this is Hillberry Gragas, so you can't call him a hick yet. Sorry, go ahead.
Fusro really does not like Gragas.
I think he's fat phobic. That's why he goes to the gym so often. That he doesn't.
Well, I did want IQ to be tanky this game, so he's gonna have to be okay with it for one game at least. I've got a black screen at the
Yep.
moment.
Yeah,
Just
that's
making
what I've
sure
got.
it's on purpose.
Not on purpose, but it's just from League of Legends.
All right, keys to the game.
You got him. Okay, off the top of your head.
Shen winning lane. Gragas is not an easy lane, but it is very winnable. I think Panth needs to get going early. Otherwise, Hecarim 2-3 items kind of just turns into basically a bruiser assassin. You want to keep Vex off the board. I've been pretty underwhelmed with rat poisoning. Never thought I'd say that sentence. So I think Richie's done a really good job of kind of neutralizing. Blitz obviously binary champion. You either hit him or you don't. We'll see if Sivir or Shiraka can get out of lane and get to scale in and stand behind Gragas Panth. But again, I think the macro was a little messy last game, but I think the Rats really played a lot better last game, and I think they're gonna want that game won back. So I probably favor them here, especially with their comp. Let's see if we can get any level 1 shenanigans here.
Alright, so IQ's not down for this 5-manning. So Pantheon might be the one that gets pulled. Oh, Pantheon's going to place down a nice ward though. Alright, Archlector, the Briar's cute feet, is a big fan of Suck My Salami. There we go. Archlector's name last season that was quote-unquote hacked was Briar's cute feet.
Okay, I was very confused. Okay.
Yeah.
So Rat's gonna look for a little bit here, but not gonna find too much. IQ definitely ready for the invades.
Blitzcrank, you gonna recall?
I hope
Okay.
Blitzcrank. Yeah, okay, he's going back to base, get his mana back here. Would have liked to see Sweeper on Blitz. Anytime I invade, I like having Sweep just so you can catch someone, you know, in a bush or over a wall. Plus, obviously, you get towards. Skill check for Shen. Is he gonna place his blade before the minions meet? It is not placed at the moment. Yeah. So it looks like he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna. Yeah. And he just wasted his passive shield. So already as a Shen.
Ah, it's
bit
only
of a
got
Shen
5
main-
seconds.
Bit of a Shen main. I'm not impressed so far, but I'll let the guy go. It's only beer league.
So you're saying is the Gragas is killing it.
I'm saying the Shen is killing it for the Gragas.
Oh, his name is Kill Wolf, so
Ah, true. Okay. Well, there's no Warwick in the game, or Kindred. I guess is more accurate.
we got wolves right here and over here, and
True,
back top
okay.
lane we go. Actually, no, back down to bot lane.
Yeah, Blitz is probably going to be the person to watch early on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I really dislike Blitzcrank hooks before level 2. I mean,
Really?
they're nice. I'll take them, but like once you get 2, it's so much better, especially with the Kaisa.
Using a third of his mana for just to move someone a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a fan. A lot of scrapping up top lane, but Hecarim is pathing away from them. I don't want to blame Hecarim for pathing towards the Blitz, but it is gonna put Shen in a bit of an awkward position. Oh, never mind. Pantheon's also pathing away. Pantheon's just much slower at the moment.
Yeah, I think starting on the Raptors slowed them down a good bit.
Yeah, I don't know Pantheon well enough to comment on it, but I will anyways.
E?
It seems weird.
Oh no, Blitzcrank. Great pull, great knock-up. Heal coming through as his barrier. Jubilee's gonna survive.
Alright, well, we've got the meeting of the junglers in the bot lane, and already some summoners gone. So
And we've got a fight coming. Got a fight a brewing. Oh, never mind. Nanya's going for that crab.
Pantheon is not going to hover to try and help them crash, so this might get dicey.
Blitzcrank. Q. E. Bomba. Super noob. Super dead.
Big
First blood
hook.
going over to Kaisa.
Kaisa, perfect. Really disappointed Panth didn't stay to hover. I don't know. I feel like everyone kind of felt that coming, but it wouldn't matter anyways because Super Noob, not the best movement there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Sivir should have flash E'd that just to keep the support alive, but that's just me.
You would flash for your support like that?
Yeah, I'm a team player.
I think I'm jaded.
You gotta do what you gotta do. It's a team game.
Would Uzi do that?
Probably. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Hall
Yeah,
of
fair
Hall of Legends, whatever it's called. But I was also thinking Pantheon probably didn't stick around because he realized I clear really slowly. He didn't take his blue or his Gromp at that time either. So it's like I can get caught up a little bit here. So.
Oh, he might have been level 3 to Hex 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot to check that. I mean, it's not all around.
Right. But I think it was the right decision. Yes, his bot lane did die, but
They also ended up dying just from a mechanical mistake, not because of a macro issue.
right.
Heck, back
It's gonna be forced to
ganking.
flash. Flash coming in and the ignite. Walk away. Emo kids don't look at cool things or explosions or something. Oh no, they probably do. That's not true. Yeah. Anywho, rats are up 201 kills. Hecarim's been a part of everything, so this Salami man, he certainly isn't sucking this series. I think he's had a great game every game so far. Like, the Belveth game, he was one of the bright shining spots for the team.
Yeah, agreed. And you know, the rats want to get rat poisoning ahead, and they definitely checked that box. So it's looking good now. Hecarim is definitely going to be full clearing. Still looking around drag, I'm sure. Shen a little bit of a CS deficit. It looks like Gragas is going AP. I don't think that builds into Roa.
No, it looks like Cosmic Drive Start or something. My assumption. Or it could be a Storm Surge, but I doubt he goes that. But we'll see.
I
Is
mean,
that the
don't
case?
lack
So
the AP
what's this gonna be?
with Victor.
E? Spell Shield on the Q? Nice.
Ooh, well played by Sivir. Oh, and they've got some follow-up coming. Ways
Flash
away.
is available. Hecarim's also level 6. Flash going down onto Tom. Tom's gonna Flash barrier, stay alive. Not sure if Blitz has the pull or not. He does. Jubilee's just gonna live and get the shutdown. Not a shutdown, but a kill onto Salami.
Wow, I am very surprised the fight went that way. It looked great for both teams, back to back, and then Hecarim just cannot get it done. I guess that's why you don't buy boots over damage, 'cause I feel like that would have gone the other way. So we're gonna ult and try to make something happen with Pantheon, but not quite there.
Pittsburgh Public Schools, you could put all of your points on them, but we currently don't have a pull out right now. The Victor ult is just gonna not be enough. No glorious evolution here. No good amount of AP, unfortunately. So Vex's gonna live and should be able to just collect this wave, especially with Richie being
Yeah, good hover by Heck. Good awareness by Vex, knowing that there's not going to be any flash shenanigans from Victor coming out, but there might be some flash shenanigans from Pantheon coming out.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
Oh wait, Pantheon does not have flash, but
Doesn't
is
have
still
flash,
replacing-
and Pantheon's kind
Oh.
of looking a little dead here. Blitzcrank just walking up. That's Feats. Number 1 going over. That's going to be Grubs going over as well. Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa. What did I do?
and the emote from Vex coming out to seal the deal.
Yeah, I mean, if your emote game is not strong, why are you even playing in Beer League? That's what I'd like to know.
And here's the support roaming you wanted to see. Trouble Lift getting out on the map, getting some vision down, being at the objective.
That's a really good ward. Unfortunately, it's going to go away, but hey, we got to spot somebody out.
It's a good ward positioning. If it wasn't a control
Yeah.
ward, I'd approve.
Oh, see, so Blitzcrank's going to go for the pull knock up here. I just don't know if he has the damage to do anything, but I guess if Shen's
Yeah.
there as well.
I think if Heck was on board, then this is a play, but it looks
Nope.
they're definitely not on the same page at the moment.
Nope. And, Hecarim does have ult if he needs to get away. Vex going in with the ult, lands it
in.
perfectly, has the follow-up as well. A nice little fear. And the deer helps
Truck
the emo
ult
child
not
get
enough.
2 kills.
And I don't think that Kaisa is in any danger of being dove by Soraka Sivir. So it's looking like a win across the board for the Rats.
She's down a decent amount of CS and 2 plates, but I think if you can get your mid laner and jungler very far ahead, then I think you should be good to go.
Yeah, and she's getting all the XP. It looks like she's not getting zoned too much, I don't think. Maybe a half a level down at most. No team's going for the drag this time. I feel like everyone was pretty zoned in on the drags, but everyone may be a little afraid to flip the game over a drag in this game. It is an illness, getting zoned in on the dragon like that, so I understand.
It is, oh, Pantheon. Might be able to find out a little robot, but he's gonna live, so hover back top real quick while nothing actually happens up there.
That is looking more like Storm Surge, I think. The alternator?
Yeah, Hextech Alternator.
Props to Benson. I can never conserve my mana well enough to not go a Lost Chapter item every game on every AP champion.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even Blippo will go Lost Chapter, so you're not alone. Dragon's still up and available. Not sure if anything's gonna be coming here. Nothing happening mid. Both teams slowing down a little bit. I don't think Rats is really gonna do anything unless Hecarim's in the area.
Missed some action with Blitz. Talking about a bug that might have happened, but we are definitely looking to fight over Dragon now.
And
Kaisa is face checking and winning.
this is gonna use the ult to get in there. Gonna get one. Salami's trying to get the other one, but Super Noob's gonna last cone away. Now here's your dragon. You've been waiting for.
Yeah, here's the completely free dragon. We didn't even Shen ult there. So this is going all kinds of wrong for IQ at the moment.
It's not going great. Oh, all coming through. I don't know about that flash, but the flash came through. Flash coming through from Vex as well. Blitzcrank and Shen up. Great play right there. Pantheon's gonna flash, stab, get a kill, but he might fall down as well. No, he won't. Blitzcrank doesn't have pull anymore.
Yeah, Shen ult into flash taunt, and we secure the dragon. It's looking like a very uphill battle here for IQ.
It's only a 2k gold deficit though, you know. Everything is comebackable. Although with the way that Rats had played last game and to start this game, it's not looking great. This Hecarim clear is also pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, Victor on his 12-minute Roa as Shen gets ganked.
Yeah.
Not looking
Boom!
great.
And down goes the Shen,
Shen.
who did use his teleport to get into lane.
Yeah, it's going
recently.
from bad to worse to Shen. He dropped a couple waves to make that play, teleported back, and immediately died.
One thing, Victor does not have flash, so I don't want him playing up too far. Hecarim's gonna be looking for something.
Caster curse. One way or another. Vex is definitely looking. I think Vex art is about to be up, so yeah, I would say
A little bit longer. 7 more seconds. Any wards in here? Nope. Oh, there's the ult coming through.
There it is. I knew she was looking for it.
Electrocute, not gonna be enough.
Victor are not quite up. Otherwise, he could have dropped it and hoped for the Pantheon finish. But the Rat's quick to converge and help out the failed attempt.
Uh-oh. Treble lift looking for a pull right here. The fear into another knockback. Oh! Rat poisoning just gonna live. Whole lot of HP remaining. Definitely wasn't below like 25. And Hecarim's just been all over this map, been part of 8 out of the 9 kills. If anything happens topside, I'm gonna assume 9 out of 10. But Gragas backing off wisely. And in the bot side, like, yes, they've got 2 plates. Yes, they've got 137 CS for Jubilee, but Kaisa's got 2 kills. Maybe a plate? Nah. How much health does that? Nope, not a plate. But I don't know. I don't think they have the lead. Not sure if this is going exactly how they want it to go. Their wave clear will be good enough late game, though.
I don't know if they've got the peel. I mean, you've got, you know, Soraka silence and a big belly, but
yeah.
with how fed the Rats are getting.
But the Rat might die here, or else he's just gonna run away.
That was a disgusting Eclipse shield, saving him, and yeah, Phase Rush helping him get out. That looks like they will have to give
Might
over
get the 1v1 here. Land the W, but good shield by Jubilee.
Shield by Sivir. And yeah, Hecarim fine with giving the objective, power farming, probably going to...
Oh, Hecarim's not even going to give it. Next is going to take the ult through, though.
I think Hecarim wants to give him. I don't think his team does. Especially with Blitz being up there. There's a little more miscommunication here. Shen feeling bad, not quite at the Titanic power spike. Gragas at an item and a half already. He's feeling pretty good. That is
oh, Rocket Belt.
Hurt.
That's not a Storm Searcher. Oh wow, max length.
Wow.
Hope. I thought Richie'd been safe, but my gosh, Treble Lift looking great out here. But unfortunately, they can't get the kill. whether it's cooldowns or.
Yeah, great Soraka art to help save there. Problem is, it seems like IQ is really just on their back foot. They're kind of, playing defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Soraka's sitting bot lane. They can't quite get the tower. I'm not sure they've got. I mean, they are behind, so I don't know how much you want to do exactly. But they, you're not going to fall behind any less slowly playing like this. I think so. I think you got to look for something.
Right, and who knows? Maybe it'll come at next dragon in 10 seconds, or maybe it's going to come now. Shenok going to be coming through. So I mean, it looks like dragon's up and available. Guy's going to be forced to flash or dash away.
Yeah, Gragas with a great rocket belt away. Vex flashing to try and get that kill. I'm not sure you want to be using flash there with dragon up. I think you just take the win and go look for drag. But
Yeah.
Blitz. I know we think Heck is everywhere, and he certainly is. But Blitz, I swear, is just sprinting from top river to bot river.
Oh my gosh, he got the jungler out of the pit.
All over the place. Oh my god.
And that is why you pull a dragon out of the pit, folks. But good way to take down the Hecarim. But I know Nunya's pretty upset about getting pulled and not getting that dragon right there. Great job by Trouble Lift.
Finally almost had a bright spot, trying to take a drag while the team was top, but the Heck Blitz duo, I mean, really putting in work
Pantheon
here.
coming through. Tom's gonna run into a Jubilee. Vex does have ult and is on her way down to fear everybody. Good flash, but unfortunately it's not gonna be great enough. Shutdown going for Pantheon though. Vex gets 3 ult resets. Got teleport coming in from the big man himself. Rat poisoning should be falling here to Pantheon. Good shutdown. But with all those TPs and moves, I'd rather just see Victor go top with his teleport.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I mean, the problem is the dragon's already gone, so what are you really fighting over here? Meanwhile, Shen gets to catch up top. He's got his Titanic, so he's gonna be one-shotting his waves just about. And Gragas teleporting down there pretty much gets rid of the lead he had over Shen. Not entirely, but I don't know what the goal difference is. But I mean, Shen getting that tower is gonna be really good.
So the gold difference between the top 2 laners is still 500 in favor of Gragas. Junglers, Pantheon actually has the gold lead, so a little exciting.
Wild after how impactful Heck has been, especially with Heck's
CS advantage
farm
too.
lead. Yeah, that is wild. Oh, who got the shutdown on Hecarim? Was it Pantheon? Was that why you got this big gold infusion?
You shut down Tom. Yeah, Pantheon also did shut down Hecarim.
Oh yeah, you got 2 shutdowns. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. And he's going tanky at least. He's got some lifesteal and he's got Black Cleaver like we expected. So.
Right.
Like we're gonna have 2 Merc Treads come out for IQ, and a lot of people sitting on Ionians. Definitely still a balanced boot. Oh, Benson is walking into trouble here.
In some trouble. He does have flash, not going to use it wisely.
Yeah, well, I think he got feared before he could use it, and I think that was very helpful for him because he did not want to flash into another champion.
So even though Rats are going to lose this turret mid, they should be able to take at least 1.5 turrets in the bot lane, as well as Otacon.
And Otacon.
So.
Yeah, so here's the macro play that, I was expecting out of Rats and hoping that IQ could be a little better with. I think it's good that they are just giving Otacon here. Getting 2 towers is definitely not a bad outcome. But, yeah, definitely I think an oversight to let Gragas die alone and then not contest Otacon.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think you have to take the mid wave, at least, the first turret, and potentially move over.
Yeah, I think after Gragas dies there, I think the best thing you can do is push mid, try and take the Rats top side, make the best out of a pretty bad situation, but... And it is I don't know what kind of curve it is, but, they can only get so far ahead of IQ, and eventually
Shenalt
IQ
coming
will
through
start-
onto the Hecarim. Smite coming down. No Bomba available for the Gragas, but he's not going to need it. Flash, awkward stun coming through. But still worked.
Oh
Gragas
yeah,
getting the
Shen
slow.
is gonna be toast here, especially with the Soraka heals starting to come in.
And there we go. IQ getting some kills in their pockets. Unfortunately, Victor sitting at 0-4, and Pantheon's got most of the gold for your team this game. Dragon up in 30.
And it looks like, is that Infernal Soul? That's gonna be?
Yes.
So this game is gonna get even more explosive.
One thing to note is Victor is the highest level in the game at 14. And his
Say
Rod
his-
of
his
Ages
throw
didn't
is about
kick
to
in
be
just
done.
yet.
Mhm.
Now it did.
So there is some hope.
So.
So we're popping R.
Oh my
here.
goodness, the Blitzcrank pull again. And Salami gets on the back line. Jubilee's going to get a kill on Trouble Lift. That's actually going to be 2 for the side of IQ. Can they make it 3? Unfortunately, Nunya's going to go down. It did get 3. Can they get the Hecarim as well? My gosh, IQ. Turn this one around. Auto. Kill Wolf. And that is the
wild
power
fight. Great
of a
turnaround.
Soraka.
Yeah, Hecarim finally got a heal cut, but I'm not sure if he had it before that fight, and that was great job staying alive by both teams. I didn't think that Hecarim was gonna die at all.
No, neither did I. I thought they had it, especially in their positioning, but I think the Victor ult was pretty large. I didn't see it. I wasn't focused on it. But after seeing what she said, metal is perfection, I'm going to assume he had a pretty decent ult.
It was certainly enormous at the end there. Wow, he's gonna go for a Banshees. Okay, he's definitely afraid of the engages between Blitz Vex, which I get.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to
Definitely
be more for the Blitz. Because unfortunately with Ludens, Vex can knock it off pretty easily.
Both mid laners with a Dark Seal.
I like to see. I think it's a good purchase just to have. If it gets to 10, sweet. If not, it's only 350.
Most gold efficient item in the game.
Yeah. So, Pantheon's gonna be looking for this jungler right here. Not sure if Salami knows it or not. Gragas Casket gonna go a little bit long, and Hecarim's gonna ult and get the Shen out as well. On the top side, Richie getting owned by the Vex.
Banshees and Roa putting a lot of work in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, no deep gank for this Gragas. No deep TP. Still walking.
It's enough to keep the Victor alive and help farm that wave. So they're limiting their losses right now. The Trent, I mean, 15 to 14 in kills right now, and I didn't think IQ would actually do it, but they've got the gold lead, so they have wrangled this game back in somehow.
Well, so one strategy that a lot of people really undervalue is feeding at the start of the game just to get bounty gold.
Yeah, the Boston's Law, yeah.
It's pretty efficient. And, you know, if it pays off, it's great. If not, then you have a dead Gragas like right here.
Well,
Victor
he
does have teleport.
phase
He's not
one,
going
and
to... Oh,
he is
Victor is going to use it.
pretty
Kai'Sa's going to use the Assault on the Void to come on in, but someone's not going to be in the spot that they want to be in. Victor is in a little bit deep. Blitzcrank misses his first pull ever, but that's just because of great leap from the Fat Man with his grease stacks.
Victor TP's in the middle of nowhere with no ult. Saves the Gragas, so he repays the favor, but this is not going to be worth it for IQ. And just as they were coming back, I
Loop
cursed
stacks.
them.
Damn, that's what it was for Million, my bad. Yeah, so did you know every time that Gragas uses his E and hits somebody, he gets a loop stack, and his E can go further?
You know what? I've never heard this.
Yeah. So it's not real,
Huh.
but it's something that they should add into the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like if you use certain skins, you do more damage. Okay.
Yeah. How like if Vayne plays against Leona and she has sunglasses on, she deals, or anyone has sunglasses against Leona.
Well, that used to be real.
Yeah.
Not that this isn't real, but
This is real life. We're real. We're not a simulation.
so Gragas #1 employee at Jiffy Lube is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone knows what that is. I don't know how
Yeah.
widespread that joke.
I know what it is. Pantheon, do you know what it is? What's gonna hook that misses?
does.
Hecarim
Oh.
trying to get a cheesy kill on that turret, but
Hecarim with the split push. I mean, there's no objectives up right now. He needs to reset and start pathing bot. But that's two very big ultimates right before what I assume will be a pretty big dragon fight.
oh, Pantheon all gonna come through. He's gonna get the stun onto the Vex. Not sure if it's gonna be enough. In fact, she's gonna be ballsy. She's gonna take it. She's gonna get silenced, and Benson's gonna die on the bottom half of the map. I don't know what he's doing here.
He
Flash
is
Shen.
distracting.
Going in.
Benson, the last 2 games has been a big distraction while his team tries to get things elsewhere, and it is working. Did he need to die? Probably not, but it happened.
Well, you see, he also flashed. That's the only sad part. Especially with Dragon coming up in 30 seconds.
Yeah, so
Pantheon looking for a gank. I'm not sure if they know that Jubilee's in the area or not. Soraka does not have ultimate. Pantheon's just going to go down because why the heck not, as is Super Noob.
another big pull from Blitz. Blitz is definitely winning the vision battle right now, and it is paying off.
And that should be Dragon. So, just as IQ is making the claw back, the rats put some poison in them. And instead of having 1 rat and 4 enters, they're just all crushing it.
Yeah, I mean, Shen definitely behind, but Shen is also basically just doing his job. Trying to hold towers and pressing R when needed on B.
Yeah, and I mean,
very
being down only
anymore.
400 gold, not bad.
Yeah. Did not expect to see a Visage second, but I guess if he's just trying to be a thick boy, then it certainly helps in that department. Yeah, so right as IQ is getting some good work done top, they could not get anything out of it, and Benson is trying to get himself caught again. Great jukes.
Rocket Belt and the E. Uh-oh, Jubilee. Going the wrong way. Don't run into the horseman. Let's crank. Does he get a pull? He's got to pull something, right? Casket coming in. Great damage onto the Hecarim. Suck My Salami's going down, as is Trouble Lift. Pantheon ult going to be coming through. Going a little bit wide. Doesn't have Flash yet, but Flash is going to be forced from both Rat Poisoning and Tom.
Very fast Pantheon. Great spear timing by Vex, but it will not matter at the end of the day.
No, they're still going to be chasing well.
Great outcome for IQ, is just they're not going to get anything from it.
Fortunately not, but that's still 3 kills, lots of gold.
Yep, Shen just doing his job again.
Yeah. And just like that, it's back to 1 gold, 1 kill deficit. Soraka's been a part of 15 kills, but I mean, having an ult that just heals everybody's pretty nice as well.
I don't think Blitzcrank has been dropping some blitz lines in chat, and I don't think that's officially one of them based on the lore.
That one might be. You never know, like, it's 2025.
Maybe an alternate universe skin.
I mean, it's iRobot. You never know.
True. So we got a full Zonias for Vex and a Arm Guard for Kaisa. No defensive options really on the side of IQ besides a Hex Drinker coming out.
That's because they're not afraid of death. They welcome it,
Oh,
unfortunately.
they have shown that 19 times they are not afraid of death. Looks like Kais is gonna try and finish farming an item here. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't think she really has to finish up the hourglass until she.
Yeah, you want to use it first, right?
Yeah. Do a Baron coming up in 30 seconds. Kaisa's gonna base. Not sure. She doesn't. She might have enough gold. I forget how much difference is. Not
Definitely
that much.
not a good base timer. This is about the time you want to be
Yeah.
looking for a pick.
No,
before
she's
it's
sitting
gone.
out.
And Blitz does not realize he's not in the bush.
Alright,
And
so.
yeah,
2 decent teleport wards. Someone does have to stay back for the Shen. Unfortunately, but once they get the teleport out, Pantheon's gonna go down as well. Shen can stop. Oh, he cannot stop it with anything. I will go back. See Jubilee's kill here. I'm gonna pull a Samurai Jack since I screwed everybody over. We got 2 teleports coming in. Blitzcrank, he went way too far. iRobot, way too much. Baron is up and alive. Samurai. Oh, Benson, what are we doing? We're getting the kill because we're baiting them in.
Next dies anyways.
Shen all coming through, so that's really good for IQ. Shen could have gotten that inhib. But instead there should be turret going down, possibly an inhib as well, and the Shen gonna be taken down as well. Nunya sitting at 10 kills.
They
Could
can
this be
end
game? They
here.
probably shouldn't be able to.
I would just turn around and get
But
Baron,
Suck My
if
Salami-
Akram does. Oh,
Gonna live. Nunya's going down,
good
no
champion
Baron.
there.
Dragon's up in 45. It's not good for the side of IQ.
The IQ macro play, shooting themselves in the foot again. A lot of great plays, and then they kind of just pull an ARAM, and it's like they're not quite exactly sure what to do when they get a lead like that.
No, and this recall timer isn't the best as well.
It's terrible, yeah. So, I mean, they need to look for a pick here instead of recalling, because now they're going to be coming onto the map, face-checking a Blitzcrank with 10 seconds on Dragon.
And they can't even get the base off.
Very badly.
Luckily, Soraka has 2 control wards, but this is going to be Infernal Soul going over to the side of the Rats. 21-21 in kills. Baron's up right now as well. That's going to be the big objective. No split push.
More macro uncertainty here. You saw the whole IQ team running to the Dragon that you were almost certain was going to go the way of the Rats anyways. They should have been sprinting at Baron and trying to set up vision there, at least get some cryo, but the only thing IQ has going for him
That
is
redemption. I
somewhat
don't know
strong
why it got
and
used. Oh, Richie gonna have to use his flash after his Banshees got popped prematurely. Richie's gonna use the big alt. Not gonna do much. Pantheon's gonna be alting in as well. Vex won't do anything with her alt. But Blitzcrank, he's got the hooks. My goodness, what are we doing over here? People sucking on the salami. Might be going down, but instead Nunya's going down. Benson's gonna fall as well. Blitzcrank flash hook. Not gonna be enough, but I mean that's 3 for 0, 2 for 0. No
We got
jungler.
full health Victor though. It's
Full health Victor.
There's the prayer.
I don't know. This Kaisa still has her alt. Blitzcrank still can use a Q, and that full health Victor is now no health.
Yeah, Richie was feeling himself, and I think that is over. And it looks like if Shen can clear mid, there should be a Baron for the Rats.
Pretty easy Baron there. Unfortunately, like Nunya's just getting hooked by every Blitzcrank Q, and there's really nothing you can do about it, because he is the one. Either he or Gragas have to go in and make the plays to try and get some
Yeah,
picks,
they have
so.
to be face checking, trying to fight over the vision. So yeah, I mean it's a macro issue. I think IQ has just consistently been late to these plays, and their timers have just been off. They've just been behind the pacing of the Rats for really both of the last full 2 games, basically.
One thing to note though is Benson, he's pinging the Dragon. He's saying, guys, we've got 4 minutes. We'll flip this dragon. We'll win this dragon.
But they've got to last that long.
I mean, they've got Cipher. They've got Victor. They've got wave clear.
Wait, that's fair. That's fair. I think the Rats really need someone bot lane baroning up down there. Maybe do like a 1-3-1. Because yeah, I think they're about to hit that stone wall you were talking about. Oh, there goes the Banshees. Another hook technically hit.
I don't know if it counts in the stat book or not. I don't know. I mean, it did hit,
Like-
but we'll
Like
never
a
know.
shot that hits the post that technically doesn't count as a shot on net.
Exactly. Someone knows hockey.
I feel ya. Yeah. This is my only beer league.
Oh, you also play chess?
I wouldn't go that far.
It's fair. Blitzcrank. Couldn't miss the hook. I mean, even
Yeah.
with not being able to get any champion damage down on those turrets, like the cannon minion doing a decent amount onto there, unfortunately, is healing up at a rapid pace. It'd be really crazy if Soraka could also heal turrets.
Yeah, that might be a little more broken than she already kind of is. The problem, the Rats really need someone. Yeah, they
Blitzcrank
finally have
flash?
someone.
Hook onto Soraka's coming. Sorry.
No, I mean, they finally have Vex pushing bot wave, but you know they only have about 45 seconds left in Baron now, and you know it's funny to watch Victor and Sivir just perma-clear waves, but that's a lot of gold going into IQ's pockets. So you know they're really not getting anything. And in fact, I think they're hurting themselves by not getting anything out of this Baron push. You know they really need to be looking for Vex R, Shen R, Heck R
Pantheon.
combo.
Hex flash Q. Not good enough.
Does
The
he
turret
see-
stands.
People are kind of getting too tanky to really get crushed by these blitz hooks. I mean, unless you've got 5 people behind him ready to one-shot, you know, him standing 20 feet away from one of these towers is really not a good Baron push strategy, I don't think.
No, I think
And
if
to boot,
yeah,
they didn't even take IQ's jungle really. You know, like both bot camps are still up, and top is they've got a top camp up. So, you know, how much did you really take there? You're kind of just giving IQ a chance to turtle and make some money.
mm-hmm. No, I mean I think on that you either just push bot as a unit, just get that inhib down, have someone play on mid, or just you have to do something to get some kind of progress.
Yeah, I mean you've got such a good dive comp, you know, such a good pick comp. Like you got to use it. Uh-oh.
Victor teleporting already, or Shen teleporting already.
Shen teleporting in.
Yeah, we still have 40
he
seconds
doesn't even-
before the other.
Yeah, this is a weird play. I don't like this play from Shen because I think Shen should be, unless Shen thought he was in trouble, you know, that maybe they didn't have quite the vision they wanted top. But I mean, Shen should definitely be splitting top and threatening the base. Because if Shen is top, then IQ has to force a fight or they lose their base. So Shen teleported bot just to go mid, and now he's pushing mid, which I feel like Kaisa should be doing. So it's definitely a lot of weird plays here, as everyone kind of I think is nervous because they know this is probably the last fight of the game.
Yeah, and I mean Hecarim's doing the smart thing. He's getting bot lane pushed, along with taking that grub.
Yeah, Shen getting mid push. The worst thing that the Rats can do here is fight. I think even though they have the dive comp, you know, top wave is crashing, bot wave is crashing, mid wave is about to crash.
Right.
Rats
Vex ult going in,
Here they go.
and Shen's gonna be popping his ult, but instead Vex is just gonna get popped. Gragas using the casket toss. Well, Kai'Sa's gonna follow with the ult. Oh my gosh, so much bloodshed going down. Pantheon's gonna ult in from 2 feet away, but sucked my salami. Gonna be able to take down Richie. Nanya's gonna be able to take down a kill on the backside though. Hecarim should be able to finish this off, and this should be game.
Oh, boy.
Finish through the bot side, finish through mid, 1 and the 2.
Rough engage from Vex. I don't know if she even got her Zonias off, but
I don't think so.
I
She
really-
just got
I-
absolutely blasted.
I think that is the one way that the Rats could have lost, is doing that. Luckily, it worked out. I mean, they have a lot of damage on their side, but yeah, it looks like that is going to be the game. A little bit questionable, as we probably expect from the beer league. Yeah,
We do,
Vex
Soraka.
confirming she got instantly silenced by Soraka. So Soraka put in a lot of work, but it looks like it will not be enough.
And I mean, sometimes as a mid laner, what you have to do is you have to make the stupid play so that the other team uses a lot of abilities on you, and then hope that
Well,
the
and,
rest of your team can follow up.
and after you watch IQ in early game to come back late game, maybe Vex was saying, okay, what if we int now? It will pay dividends, and it certainly did.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a great series. Rats take it 2-1. Wasn't looking at it after game 1, but having Suck My Salami just really jam down IQ's throat. They did exactly what they had to do.
Yeah,
So,
I figured that this is where this series was going. I think, like I said, I think IQ outplayed individually in the first game. Rats kind of shook off the cobwebs and were able to take 2 and 3, and it was yeah. If you didn't miss the first, or if you missed the first game, I think you would have thought, how could this possibly go 3 games? I think the last 2 games were pretty clean overall.
yeah.
Yeah, good series, good
It was a
series.
great series. First best of 3, I believe. I don't know. I still have to cast another series at some point this weekend. But GG's, thank you to everyone that watched. Thank you for Renton for casting for the first time. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. If you guys never hear me again, it's because I was not invited back.
There's a good chance you won't be. You cast curse yourself too much.
Yeah, I was on fire.
Yeah. Nah. Alright, have a good evening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good. Oh, wait. When do we have our next game? There is a series tonight. I will not be casting it. It's going to be at my bedtime. But it's happening in about 50 minutes. So if anybody needs a cast, wants to cast PFT against PB&J, feel free.
I will co-cast. I won't do the hard part, but I will co-cast if someone wants to do all the hard work.
Alright, there you go. So if anyone wants to cast, you do have a co-caster lined up. Alright. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.